After party. Let's get some people in here. There we go.
There's me.
There's Jake. How you doing? You alright?
Cool.
I haven't spoken to you for all of
It's
5
been about
minutes.
like 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, I've gone straight in live, bang.
I just poured the rest of the further beer in there.
Yeah.
That is an absolute Merc bomb now. The last little bit is yeasty as hell.
Yeah. No, I've just finished mine. My last little bit. Definitely clouded it up somewhat. Still a little bit of...
Yeah, because the first pour was like almost crystal clear for a kernel beer.
I forgot to say, it was bottled on the 28th of March. My one.
But this is a sort of beer you could age, couldn't you? And it change over time. And
I can hear music.
yeah, sorry, that was me. I was playing my guitar.
I'll
put it away now.
No. All good. It's all good.
I had a little strum while I was waiting.
Strummy dumb. Yeah. Strumming is good. It's
do it every night.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
We're strumming every night.
Yeah.
Constant. Yeah. So anyway, how are you? We've got people waiting for me to sort my shit out.
As long as Harry doesn't join, I'll be.
Harry's in his pajamas.
Oh yes, it's my pajama set on.
Nice. How you doing, Harry? You alright, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
Where in the world are you then?
What shit are you drinking tonight?
I've just got a Taihu beer, double IPA, West Coast double IPA. It's quite nice. So I literally just had that. I've been in Cambridge today. Fuck all in the way of beer there.
Really?
There's a few places. There's a pint shop.
I wasn't in Cambridge Centre. I was in St Neots, which is...
Oh, okay. Which is...
Oh, yeah.
Bacchanalia is still there as well?
Bacchanalia is still there, yeah.
I had... there was in the pub I went to, there was XT, had like their IPA on. It's a brand I haven't seen for years. I just thought, if I can give it a go. And it was on the turn, but I managed to drink a pint of it. And then...
You like your vinegar?
Oh, yeah. Balsamic. And then they had, I only had a taster of it, but they had like a stout on it. It's clearly like someone bought it, reading the description of stout. It was fucking imperial stout on cask. And it was like your standard shit old pub, that occasionally has cask on. And that was from like Milton Brewery or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Milton, that's just outside Cambridge. I used to work in that town.
Okay. That was it. That was the beer.
Yep.
I used to work in the Tesco there, Milton Tesco, for about 2 years.
I didn't even know it was a place.
Yeah. Brewery just down the road. It's near there's a place called Water Beach. Yeah, but I used to live in Ely, so it's just down the A10.
The plague town of Ely.
Yeah.
Famous for the plague. It's actually a really good beer town now, Ely. They have like a good festival and they've got some good beer places.
Yeah, Thomas Beckett and all that shit. And what's the other guy?
Noel Edmonds.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Thomas Beckett and Noel Edmonds go.
Thomas Beckett is actually Canterbury. I'm thinking of someone else. Can't think of my head. I should know. Doesn't matter.
Noel Edmonds.
I always get the two mixed up.
It's understandable.
I failed my history A level because of that faux pas.
You know why?
So I write about Noel Edmonds getting murdered in Canterbury Cathedral, and it all just went.
Yeah. You got taken to the cleaners after that. Robin Masters.
Just right corner.
They got Little Leeds. That's some little some beer bash on at Daya tomorrow.
Oh yes.
I was trying to get a ticket for it because Beers Without Frontiers going, and I literally found out, just completely forgot about it. I can't get a ticket for it, and I was supposed to be at at Glass House tonight because they've done their opening, and I didn't get home until 8.
Yeah.
So, but then I was like, I'm in sunny Stockport tomorrow, so that's what I was thinking. Manchester's not far away. I've just got a meeting with a product,
New people.
just a brewery.
Product. You a fucking drug dealer. I'm gonna go and check out my product. Right over here.
Brewery.
There's not many breweries in Stockport.
You can guess who it is. A large brewery.
Ooh.
They talk about bottling or something like that. So, but yeah, so that's why I thought come up to Manchester for a bit.
Come over.
Yeah,
Silly not to.
yeah.
The bottle share starts at 1, so last couple of hours, and then we'll be in multiple places afterwards.
Okie dokie.
Falling around like a bunch of twats.
Yeah, I was just going to bring some other half. That's all I was going to do. That's all I was going to do. Actually, no, I was going to bring some treehouse.
Kick you out. Kick somebody out of bottle share.
I'll
See what everyone else is bringing, and then kick out the lame one.
You brought, you're out. Harry?
No, I'll just stand beside you all and just drink it all on my own.
Just drink it.
Is it like when there's a VIP rope and you just stand against the VIP rope?
Pissing on it. I couldn't show you the can earlier of the beer that I started on, so there you go. That's the
That's
dancing
satisfying
gnome.
artwork.
Dancing gnome.
So look at that again.
Ooh.
There you go.
It's like a mallard's pupil.
It's
Yeah.
it's called Inner Earth.
Who's that by?
Dancing Gnome
Inner
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
They've got a thing going on tomorrow at Northern Monk in Manchester.
Nice.
Top takeover and can release. They only had only had 12 of each. I think they probably had 12 of a few of them. It seemed like they had a lot more of the ones that or people just weren't buying. Slightly less rated ones. So, but it's nice.
Very good.
Have you had?
What's their pedigree? Because all of a sudden they're sort of on the scene, aren't they? So they've got to have some sort of credentials, unless it's just that they get to know each other when they go to different events. And
Yeah, that's like, I mean, on Untapped, that's like, what I'm drinking is like 4.29 or something like that, so it's pretty decent rating. But what that means, I'm not sure. So,
Yeah. Harry, have you had this?
What's that, sorry, mate?
It's
Garage.
Grass finger.
Glass finger.
Don't think I have.
That's glass. It's not bad.
He's the man.
I'm just like.
I'm sure they're still floating around. I've seen them floating around.
We've got them in shop. I just Garage never really interests me. I just find
I think they're really good.
But don't go in.
Yeah. No, I think that everything I've had from them has been really good.
yeah. They do decent stuff. It's just like I'll find, Soup. I find to be one of the most overrated beers around. It's fucking.
Yeah, well, it's a good beer.
Yeah. It's a good beer. It's just generic juice.
What was the nipple one? That was quite good.
The boob ones.
Oh yeah, I've had a couple this week. Because the bunch of cans just appeared. Me and my mate had one the other night, which collab with Verdant, and then
Yeah, is it? That one. That's down in the Ravensgate, but I thought they were.
it was
bit pricey.
alright. Something Sticks, it's called Passata Sticks,
Yeah.
something like that. It was alright.
They've got a pale ale with Cloudwater collab as well in the yellow can.
Yes, yeah.
I can't think what it's called, but that's down the road as well.
I had a couple of good Lurvigs last night. So one called Patio Somethings.
Yes, I know the one you mean.
That was really nice. That
They had it on draft at Clink.
yeah, nice.
What do I think?
Just
Like Patio
straightforward.
Lantern or something like that.
That's it. That's the budget.
Yeah.
Pate lamb.
Patio Lantern.
Pate lamb. Pate lamb.
Patio Lanterns is a great name for a beer.
It's a 40 Towers gag. Don't worry.
Oh. And then something else what we had later, which was nice, and kind of piney, but I can't remember that one. It's been around for a while. Is that other one? It's got like a green and pink label with like it's like a picture of back of someone's head with like the scalp removed, and like you can see the brain, and then there's like bits of vegetation growing around the brain.
Nice.
Well, that was
Very
nice.
nice.
That was a bit piney. Nice.
I had mini strawberry shake from Wonder Beyond earlier.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It was fucking horrible.
Really?
3%. So I thought,
3%.
yeah, I was like, "What you doing, Wonder Beyond? What's going on?" And it was just weird. It had like really like odd carbonation in it. It was just, it was lactose. It's kind of like a strawberries and cream sort of beer.
Right.
But it just didn't have the thickness of the body that you normally get with lactose. And even though I know it was 3%, but at the same time, it's just like lactose normally gives you loads, and it had oats in it as well, and then it was just thin and
Like thin lactose.
yeah, thin lactose.
Doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, just sweet and sugary. Yeah, that wasn't very nice. So I just kind of chugged it. Just got rid of it.
You could just not drunk it, Harry. That's all. That's also an option.
No, it's
So,
not. It's never an option.
Harry, you've done it.
I've done it. Yeah.
Done it.
I've I don't know. I've not had out from Wonder Beyond for a while, which has excited me all that much. I mean, they're open tomorrow actually for a rare tap opening, Harry. If you're curious, because they're all it's all really nearby, and yeah, well, me and Peter went last time, and they just released the kind of new one, which could
The
be
mints.
close to Bloom, and it wasn't great. But yeah, I mean this, but then there's Track nearby now with their new tap room, which was strictly load of fantastic IPA. And Squawk have opened upstairs from Track now apparently as well.
Okay.
So there's another reason to go into like an abandoned mill building.
Have Wonder Beyond
have
Wonder Beyond just done like straight beers, just like like a normal pale ale?
Yeah.
Have they? I don't think I've ever had one or seen it.
Yeah. They've got a bar. Well, maybe we'll get the opportunity to go when you're up for Indie Man.
Indie Man. Yeah.
There's a bar called Not Bar, which is like effectively their tap room. It's been around in Manchester for a long time, but because of the affiliation with Marble and stuff with the family, it was always a bit more of a Marble bar. But it's Wonder Beyond's tap room now.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go in there and just get like a pale ale, cask, 4.3, that kind of thing. And they're all right, but they excel at silly stuff. And I don't think they... Do you really want a really adjunct heavy 14% milkshake IPA?
Yes.
Today? I don't know if I want that kind of beer today.
I want that to share with people and talk about it. I don't want it at home necessarily.
No.
I want a pint of it, please.
Yeah.
on draft in my house. Permanently.
I want a 5 litre.
5 litre mini keg. Do you do poly pins of it? Can I have a 2 litre poly pin?
Bag in a box.
Bag and box of 15% Imperial Habanero.
Yes, please.
It's funny. I mean, actually, in their own place, they're all kind of like really kind of up tempo and stuff. Beer festivals and stuff, they're all really meek. The guys from want to be on the really quiet and meek.
Oh, yeah.
But their own place, they're like, hey, blah blah blah. You've got there's like a deposit for the glass because you get their candle holder kind of like fella, Me and Peter kept ours last time. It's like £3, but
That's what bars should do, because I see so many bars complaining about getting glasses nicked, and it's like either you do just a cheaper glass, and or you do a deposit scheme, where potentially if someone took it away, you're still, because those glasses don't cost £3. There's no way those glasses cost £3.
No.
So if someone does take it, you can just buy more, more glasses. You can probably buy 2 glasses. I think that's the way. If you want to have fancy glassware, I mean, it's the whole thing of when you used to order Quack, you had to give one of your shoes as a deposit if you wanted the actual like glass sort of thing, which is quite a good deterrent from nicking it. It's like I would rather walk home with both my shoes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I went into one bar where it was like you have to give me your shoe, or she has to give me her bra, and I was like, I'm giving you my fucking shoe, and you calm down, sir.
It's fucking spicy, isn't it? That.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, come on, this isn't the 1950s.
Brazil.
Yeah. You must release the corset to have one of these.
A flagon, a finer cask ale. So when do you start the new job then, Harry?
Monday.
So you've had this week off, have you?
So I've had this week off, just tying up loose ends, working in the shop a little bit, and sorting out stuff for the shop, kind of website and things like that. Just trying to sort out photos. That's my task for next Saturday. Is I've got to do 2,000 photos of different products that we stock, which I can't fucking wait for.
That seems like too much work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not going to get all that done.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is every single beer that you. Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm going to try and do it every couple of weekends. But like,
get someone on Fiverr to do it. Someone on Fiverr would be able to.
Yeah, you do a really shit job of it as well.
Yeah.
But the best thing about it is I get to keep all the beers. So every single beer that we do, a photo of.
2,000 beers.
Yes.
How do you wangle that?
Because it's Harry and
because it's me. Yeah, I'm the juice guy. But yeah, so I'm going to be working for them as well, full time now. Well, part time, basically just weekends with them, and it's just online sales job, which is simple. What's this? Have any of you guys been to the Beer Nouveau on the Beer Mile? It's a very underrated brewery, in my opinion.
I'm not sure if I want to publicly share my opinions about Beer Nouveau.
I haven't seen Beer Nouveau stuff down here.
No chance.
Yeah. Well, the car stuff in the Dove. I don't know if they do a swap.
We might have some friends. We might be friends with another tiny little brewery.
They do the Dove, which is one of probably the best cast pub in where I live. They do lots of swaps. Yeah. It's like because they brew their own beer as well, so it's like we'll give you so I do see Beer Nouveau in the Dove quite a lot.
Steve does some. He's really into kind of brewing history. Just not a very good brewer.
No,
he's a character. He's a character, but his beer's pretty bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's a nice guy, and he's a real character and a bit of a raconteur. And no, I've never finished one of his beers, sadly.
So we need to go to the tap room on Saturday tomorrow.
you fucking fill your boots, fella. Yeah, nice.
Isn't that in the Arches as well?
It is, but it's further up near the prostitutes.
Perfect.
So it's just beyond. So it's like where we were at Beer Merchant's place, which is now closed down. So you kind of go to the ring road, go over the ring road, and then a bit of those up there.
Okay.
That's where they cultivate the yeast from the prostitutes.
Clout.
Is it still classed as like Northwestern Street or something?
It's pardon?
Is it still classed as like Northwestern Street or whatever? Yeah. That's where all the rest of them are.
It's got like a weird fireplace in it and stuff. It serves beer from like wooden barrels and stuff, like old Feeks barrels and all sorts. Yeah, there's a nice concept behind it, but quality of the beer is pretty poor. Essentially, it's homebrew.
Yeah.
Brews like one barrel at a time.
Oh, okay. I might just fuck off there whilst you're drinking all the fancy
Yeah,
bit.
it's a weird little curiosity, and he'll bend your ear. He's an entertaining guy. He used to work in advertising, so he claims. He's a character. He's a real character.
Oh, I know where it is. Yeah, I do know where it is. I went into
Brewery,
that brewery.
really
just
nearby.
around the
Yeah,
corner. I think it was like next door. Yeah, or
when you're at Cello. Yeah,
yeah.
yes,
Cool.
It's very nearby.
The brewery.
But Wonder Beyond's just down the road. I mean, Wonder Beyond's pretty much next to Alphabet.
Yeah,
So Alphabet will be empty. Wonder Beyond will be packed.
yeah.
There was a time when you saw a few Alphabet beers about, but then and then you just never saw them.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad.
We got that Fat White into stock the other day, and I've been umming and ahhing about having a can. At the same time, I'm just waiting to get all my photos done. I might just have it there.
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah.
I actually had it. I mean, I bumped into a subscriber and he was raving about it, and I was a bit like, "Nah, isn't it shit though?" And he was like, "No, I love it." And so actually, I needed a piss, and the bogs that wouldn't be under were rammed.
She used his can.
So I went. So yeah, so I pissed in his can.
So I used his mouth.
No, so I went next. I was going to go next door just for a Waz, but then I felt guilty. But so I had a cheeky third of Flat White. Anyone bad?
Yeah. There's nothing more British than what you just said, Rob. It's like I can't possibly just go in and use the toilets. I must purchase something, anything, sir.
It's good manners, isn't it?
It is. That is. I have to do that if I need to use the toilet. It's just like I will just buy.
I've been caught out a number of times in London doing that and getting harangued by a fucking room full of people one time. It was mental. And I was with Ryan Rashon from San Diego Beer Vlog. I went and popped in this pub in Bethnal Green for a piss. And
Well, normally if it's full, you think, well, I'll just get away with this.
yeah,
Like no one's going to notice me.
I was fucking mental.
Yeah.
They're chasing me out of the place.
Yeah,
It was
pitchforks.
absolutely nuts.
Get back up north.
What'd you do that? Okay, now calm down.
Yeah.
I was going to buy a drink, but I'm fucking not now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I normally, if you get caught out, that's the excuse of, oh, well, I just needed it really bad, but I was going to get a drink after. I promise.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I walk into a lot of bars, and
Yeah.
I've had a couple before I got there. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Tell you, never going in that place again. But exactly, it was busy, so I thought, oh, it's fine. I'll just pop in here.
Yeah.
They won't mind. They did.
I was proper awkward the other day in a bar. I was just by myself drinking. It was actually when I was drinking that Wyland beer, the habanero, the chili, yeah. And I was taking a photo of it, and I had like a battery pack in my phone, so I just pulled out the charger and fucking knocked my glass, like really knocked my glass, went all over the wall, all over the like the sort of like sideboard I was sitting at, and I was like, oh shit. So I went and asked the bar, so have you got a towel? I've just spilled a bit of beer. I'll just clean it up. So they gave me a towel, and so mopped it all up, and then I tried to wipe the wall, just fucking peeled off all of the paint on the wall. And I said, oh, did it now. And I'm glad I did.
What was the name of that pub? What was the name of that pub?
It was it's probably.
What's their Twitter address?
Yeah, it's probably the only pub in Ipswich where you could buy that beer. So people would probably know where it is. But
that pub in Ipswich with a bit of paint hanging off the wall.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, but I never felt like I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, why now? So I just went and drank the rest outside.
Just don't clean up. I think that's the moral of the story. Don't be helpful.
Well, I couldn't just leave it, but then I made it worse. I stripped the paint
There you
off.
go. That's the entire. That's exactly that. That's British history. to a
Yeah.
T. Couldn't leave it and just made it worse.
We should just leave it all alone. Let's see how things go.
Stop invading countries,
Yeah.
making it worse.
All we are saying.
Just don't spill your beer up the wall.
Don't spill your beer up the wall, yeah? That's all we're saying. But it must have been pretty shitty. The paint must have been ready to fall off the wall if that sort of stripped it. That's
an issue.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Shoddy craftsmanship on that one.
Sounds like fucking potent juice.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking like meths.
Yeah.
You're drinking. Adam's pub then. No answer. Okay. Your silence speaks volumes.
It's one of the few pubs that you can get decent beer.
It's all right. Don't say anything. It's all right.
I mean, it's not my favourite pub in the world, but it's one of the few where they do decent beer, ridiculously priced. But every now and again, I'll frequent it.
I'll ask Craig this when he finishes his fucking mini episode of Good Beer Live. Been up for half an hour and he's not been here. He's got 2 beers and we've already reviewed him. He knows what to say. He's been knocking these out in fucking 3 minutes. No, it's just I'm going to ask you two. So I think it's a good question. And this is based on my mate's podcast. The theme this week on their podcast was kind of fantasy pub crawl. I mean, a lot of people kind of went with places they've been, but some people kind of went with places they want to go. And on their social media, they asked for your top 3 places on a fantasy pub crawl.
That's a good. Yeah, I did see that. I saw the people who did the places they've been, and then their like ultimate fantasy one, which was like quite a good way of doing it. But yeah, that's a good question.
What do you think about that? I put down, and it's not to be wanky, and make me appear better than everyone else, but I put Petersport Ocean Beach because it's just so fucking idyllic. It's the best. It is the best beer place in the world. It is absolutely fucking incredible. You walk through kind of little such stereotypical Californian residential streets, little single story houses, little kind of like lawn at the front. I mean, it's so there's like a little kind of bend in the road, and you can see the Pacific in the distance, the haze of the Pacific. It's so fucking idyllic, and I mean, but the place is really kind of like simple. They brew most of their own beer, and the guests they have on are like, I think the guests I had were like Pliny and Blind Pig and
Yeah.
So they're all fucking like killer beers. But it's a real family place in the entire chain. It's a little chain with like 6 brew pubs, but it's a very family oriented place. The pizza's incredible. That's the entire kind of like point. It's beer and pizza, but it's kind of more pizza than anything. But it's just so perfect. So I put that, and then I put Macchiesiete Venutiafa in Rome, which is it's just a wonderful little fucking weird little hole in the wall place in Rome. It's wonderful. It's really it's kind of exclusive but kind of inclusive. If they realize that you're into beer there, and they're very welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because they get a lot of just like numpties, and it's like fucking Sheffield United shirts on the wall and stuff. It's going on. But it's a tiny little scruffy little fucking place. But full of character and great beer. I mean, like Cantillon on draft, like permanent Cantillon tap and stuff.
Where's that? Where's that?
On rotational.
It's referred to as the football pub, and it's in Rome. And then my third place was War Pigs.
Cool.
I've got some great memories of sitting outside War Pigs drinking Idle Hands Alien Church by the fucking pint in the sun. It was a wonderful time. This, Craig, what I just asked was based on the podcast, what I listened to, and it was the kind of it were all about fantasy pub crawls, and you had to pick your three kind of like top places that'll be on your fantasy pub crawl. You could have been to them, maybe you haven't been to them. It doesn't really matter. But I picked places I've been.
Yeah, I think just to answer it now without thinking too much about it, basing it on just like pure enjoyment, I think it'd be because it's not there anymore, and it's the place where I cut my craft beer teeth. It was probably Canterbury Bottle Shop. I'd love to go back there when I lived in Canterbury, and the same people that went there, same people that ran it, that'd be one, because that was just because I still talk to people now who worked there and who I made friends with and all that sort of thing. And me and Craig went there a few times when it was open, and it was really good. So that'd be on there. That'd be permanently on there if it's a fantasy one. And then probably Torst in Brooklyn, just because it was ridiculously fun. It was like we sat at the bar the whole time and we drank like ridiculous beers. And I talked to this guy from Memphis, and we split like a $60 bottle of beer, and we were the first two to put it on Untapped. And even though like he gave me the money for it, but I paid for it, and then he paid me later back. He fucking got to Untapped first, so he was one and I was two.
That's Americans for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it was like, and it was a great play, even though they fucking hated me because I didn't tip them at the end, and I was absolutely hammered out of my mind. Fell asleep in the Uber on the way home. Yeah, but that and this one's a bit of a curveball, but just because it sprang into my mind as pure enjoyability, Adnams Tap Room is actually in like a 5-star hotel.
Right.
So Adnams own so Adnams is in like a little courtyard, and they own the brewery that's like adjacent to the courtyard, and so it's like a 5-star hotel that they own. So you can go, and their tap room is in that 5-star hotel, and so their cocktails are like 18 quid a cocktail, but you can get like go ship for like $2.95 a pint. And it's so like me and my dad went in there after a brewery tour. We're like wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and like I did like a beer review in there. It's like the fanciest place I've ever done a beer review. But they don't care because they get people coming there buying beers all the time and stuff. That's just a really good, a really sort of cool experience where you just wouldn't think you'd be drinking Adnams. And normally, because if it was a 5-star hotel, that'd be like £6 a pint or whatever.
But thing what I'm going to pick up on what you said is, which I think is the key to it. Pure enjoyment.
Yeah.
Pure enjoyment. Yeah. That's what's on. It's not about kind of like going, fancy places and whatever.
Yeah, no.
Pure enjoyment is the
exactly. Key. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about the atmosphere and everything, isn't it? It's the whole experience.
I've been to some great places and do great beer, but the atmosphere's been a bit.
Yeah.
Well, you say like Mother Kelly's is great for beer, but every time I've been in there, it's always been a bit just like
flat. I went into the Mother Kelly's Vauxhall for the first time about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was a great bar and blah blah, and but it was it just felt a bit flat. Maybe in the evening when it's really busy, maybe it'd have a better atmosphere or whatever. I don't know. Perhaps it's just the time of day I went.
I've only been to Mother Kelly's in Vauxhall once, and it was fucking 4 deep at the bar. It was mental.
Yeah.
It was. I'd gone there on his way back to the train station.
That's a big place as well.
But it was the closest place to the Brewers Congress in London. So it was like the fucking like the great and the good were in there. It was nuts. I kind of walked in and I saw some friends. Well, all right, I turned around. And Andy walks in from Elusive. And I'm like, but then by the end of it, it's like fucking Garrett Oliver and Ray Daniels. And like, it's like, this is fucking mental. It's like everyone was there. But yeah, so that's my own experience. I'm like, I'll take my boss in this place. Now, go and get a nice beer. And then it's just like fucking
rammed.
European brewing scene ascended.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I've gone on.
Like one call, it was shit because it was so fucking busy. Couldn't you? You had like 4 people working in the bar, like 300 people in there.
It was pretty quiet when I was there, but yeah, their prices are like wow, wow, really damn expensive. It's like for a third or something of beer. It's just too much. I mean, I don't know what their overheads are for their, apart from the trains going.
Train line.
Yeah, but but I don't. Yeah, but I don't. It must be the business rates must be huge.
Yeah, but
they just must be because I don't know. But they seem to be doing okay. So drinking a bit of hype. Just thought I'd say thanks, Harry.
Oh, look at you fucking broccoli and cheese.
So it's getting on a bit, but it's still fantastic.
Has Harry's cold chain for you?
Yeah, Harry would. I've done it with this beer.
I have.
But you chugged it.
Yeah, he would. He's like, yeah. I'm like even every little bit of drop of this thing. It's like, yeah, it's pretty. It's got
chicken and broccoli.
Wow, right. No, I've had the original broccoli.
That was just a dinner. It's not bragging up.
Yeah.
Straight up broccoli is probably the better one than the ones I've had.
I think I prefer the. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? 2 years ago, but this has got a little bit more malt in it, but not in a bad way. It's just adding a little bit to it, I think, because it's all right. It's just over 3 months old or whatever.
It was a little bit green when I had it. It was just a little bit too.
It's still got a little astringency on the back end, but it's not. It's still, but I don't think it's got the mouthful of other half beers I've had.
Yeah,
it's a little bit. This is much more closer to what a lot of the UK breweries are doing. It hasn't got that kind of like legendary mouthfeel experience compared to others I've tried. But it's still like, wow. It's still a treat, you know. You get to the point where you're nitpicking, it's like you shouldn't be because it's still great beer.
Yeah.
But we just sport for choice. Over here now with our breweries, and our breweries are doing this.
Yeah, definitely are.
Well, to jump on that about that, the free sort of ideal place is Daya Tap Room. That's have a mention for me as well. But just because drinking with you guys, that was the almost the highlight of that little trip we had. It was great beer, like great prices, and also with you bunch of knobheads. Yeah, it was really good.
No, it's true. You're knobheads, but no, it's you know what I'm saying. But no, the venue is awesome, but if you went there on your own, it would be nowhere near as good as what we done.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you'd enjoy it, wouldn't you? But like, it was such a laugh, and it was so good.
It's sharing the enjoyment. I think with beer is much more important than going out. Right, I'm going to Treehouse on my own.
Yeah.
It's great to a degree, but it would be better if you had all your mates with you. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like anything, though, isn't it? It's better with mates. That's it. But that's just me.
So, three top places for fantasy. There can be places you've been, places that you have a fondness for, places you want to go.
All right, okay.
But yeah, I think Jake's approach is that pure enjoyment is the.
And also, off the top of my head right now, is the other caveat I'll put on that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I put a lot of stock in that. That kind of like that.
They're the first three that jumped into my head like straight away.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been
thinking like to prove a point, but you should be just like instinct.
Yeah.
I've not been to a lot of kind of like legendary kind of like places. So I might add one to that list, and then a couple of places I go kind of fairly regularly because of what I know, and they're great places if you go in there on your own. So if you say with you lot or other people, whatever, would be even better kind of thing. All right, one I've not been to before, War Pigs. I'd love to go there in Copenhagen. That'd be amazing. That'd be like, yeah, we're on it, son. I don't know. I'll stick to one or two. Yeah, the other two are going to be local bars to me. You know, the Ravensgate. It'd be great to get all my mates together and let's go there and have a great time. You know, the Ravensgate, which is like 10-minute walk that way.
Lazy
great
bastard.
place.
I've been there, but under the old owners.
Yeah, but it's the Rogers back there. He's the bar manager.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's all familiar for people. So, but yeah, I love that place. I love the people there who work behind the bar, and that. It's just great. And it used to be the bottle shop Margate, now called the Night Swift. So it's pretty boring. I mean, all the places I could go, but it's just the place and the people and kind of like the scenery. It's just great. With a load of friends.
I'm going to say, is there a place in Boston you want to go?
Yeah, of course there is. But
maybe a place where everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
The bar's
Cheers.
been around since like the 80s.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Cheers.
it's been around for a while. Sneak on past me.
Yeah, that's just the norm, though. That's true.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh, come on now. Fire. Look at Harry's relaxing like just laying back like he's not impressed. Come on.
No.
It's fucking on fire.
What's your three slobholes you take us?
I think Dare is definitely a shout, but
Yeah.
I think I'd go with number one would be the place where I feel most at home when I go in on my own, which is Clink. I can just walk in.
That's always a good signifier of a place when you can feel completely comfortable going. That's what it's like at the Canterbury Bottle Shop.
Yeah,
Didn't matter who was there. Like,
yeah. And that's with me with the Ravensgate.
Yeah.
It's just I'd go in there.
Yeah, I can just
All
go
right,
in there,
great.
have a nice chill.
It's just really nice. It's just great.
Yeah, it's just easy, and then I think it's really handy because I've been going in there for the past 2-3 years now, and I know all the regulars, and we all know each other. We just buy each other fucking ridiculous beers every single time we go in there, which is just nice. So I think definitely Clink's up there. Now this is one which I haven't been to yet, but I was kind of planning on going tomorrow until obviously what happened. So it's Cork and Cage it's in Sturchley. So it's Clink's basically their sister venue. And it's it's Sturchley's turning into something pretty decent. So it's where Sturchley Wines is, Cotteridge Wines is. You've also got Birmingham Brewing Company, Attic Beer Co. You've also got Glass House, of course. You've got Wildcat Tap, but Cork and Cage is
Sturchley Mile.
Yeah, the shit tons of bars opening up in Sturchley now. But
Wild Tap takeover on for you tomorrow as well, isn't there? Cotteridge.
There's one at Craft Inn as well.
Right.
Just local. Actually, no, the Craft Inn one started tonight, and then that's on tomorrow as well.
You're gonna miss that. You're gonna miss the Brum beer scene now.
Brum Beer Week started last week, and I started the beginning of this week. I haven't done anything on any one of the days, and I never have bothered with Brum Beer Week because
you're a bastard. That's why
I'm a bastard. It just doesn't get promoted enough, and there is a problem with Brum Beer Week because they seem to think they go within Brum, and as soon as you get outside the fucking M6, they're like, "Oh, that's not Birmingham. It's got a fucking B postcode." and it is within Birmingham because it's within Birmingham. But they just like say, "Oh no, it's not part of Birmingham," and then they just don't include people. So
Well, maybe you should be the person who's involved in the outer limits.
I've told them.
It's gone.
I've told them
Harry's
so many
gone
times.
I
now.
haven't told them. Do it.
Yeah, they could
It's not
do.
going to be fucking weird, like arse end of nowhere beer week, is it? Wherever you're moving to.
It can be. We can sort that beer week.
There's not
Arse
much
end of
going
no-
on down there.
We just pick random breweries from fucking middle of nowhere, wherever they are. Just go like
Yeah, there you go.
Black Isle Brewery.
Beernevo.
Yeah, it's got some fucking random ass breweries. But yeah, I think then final. So I think yeah, Clink's definitely one. Cork and Cage is probably number two as a place which haven't been. And I think finally has to be when I was out in Hong Kong last week, and so weirdly the beers weren't fantastic, but the scenery, the whole feel about the place has to be Little Creatures in Kennedy Town. It was right on the coast, so you literally just walk outside and it's just fucking baking hot. Didn't have very much aircon in there, so it was about 1,000 degrees, and they were brewing at the same time. They've got their own brew kit behind the bar. Pretty nice setup. They do awesome food. The beers, I say, weren't fantastic, but it was just like, again, people you're with and just having a bit of fun. And there's just scenery from it as well. That part, because Kennedy Town's all very, very new, it kind of had that American sort of feel of being on the coast, California side. I say that I've never fucking been there, but I know
what you imagine it to be.
Yeah. It's just you got beach, sea, and yeah, it's just perfect. It's just lovely. So I'd definitely say that will be my three.
Cool. That sounds cool. Yeah, no, it's a nice mixture of places. I mean, there's, God, winning the Euro Millions, right? Come on, you wankers, let's go and do some stuff.
Win the Euro Millions. Okay, so now none of you have jobs. So
you'll work for me now.
Yeah.
You drink beer when I say you drink beer.
That's it. No. You know what I mean? You'd be like, yeah, come on, let's go and bring your kids, bring your missus.
If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Is that what you're asking?
Mine would be that the West Coast. I just want to do the whole San Diego.
I'd like to go to Denver.
Yeah, exactly.
Colorado.
Over to Wales. Do Europe.
Oh, banger!
Yeah, I'd like to go to Colorado. That'd be cool.
Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be the Burton upon Trent of America, isn't it? Colorado. It's where beer was invented in America.
Whatever.
All those good beers from Burton.
I mean,
yeah.
I meet up with a few of the beer tubers from around the world. Most of them.
I mean, I'd like to say I do like the Vermont area, the New England area, and everything like that. But I think I'd just love to do California and San Diego and all that whole thing.
Good. Yeah, that'd be
just to do it, just to get it done. Little tick in the box.
I'd do it, but it'll be kind of like
I've done it.
but there wouldn't be any time constraints on doing it. So that's, I think, if you've got that on your side, then you can really
that was the thing when I went to New York. Like I did beer stuff.
Jim does that every couple of years. He gets to California. He's got a lot of friends.
Oh, what, every time?
Drives up and down.
If you can do it every couple of years,
everywhere multiple times. Yeah, but
then you can relax.
He went for 6 weeks. It was his 50th this year, and he went for 6 weeks.
Wow.
He was made redundant and got a really good payout. And so he went to California for 6 weeks for his 50th birthday.
Wow. Nice.
He started up in Oregon and worked his way down to San Diego through the entire West Coast. Went to everywhere.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't. But there's a lot of people on to meet in the beer tubing scene as well. So that'd be epic.
Yeah. I think that's all I do. I wouldn't fucking bother with the breweries. I'd literally just go around and meet people because you get all the best beer from from people that way.
Exactly. I mean, I'm more into meeting people than you got to go to this brewery. It's like you're going to drink good shit anyway. So
I'd rather stay on my own.
yeah,
I'll get my own.
I like the safety of distance. That's your mind.
No.
that'd be that'd be cool. That'd be just great. And then we're all going, we're all doing it. It'd just be a blast.
Yeah,
I'd love all us Brits to go and see Niche in Portland because it seems like the most fucking pretentious place in the world ever.
Yeah.
But not kind of pretentious in like an exclusive way, but just in like you fuck, because it's so how kind of like jaded and kind of cynical British people are. The whole Portland thing, this is just fucking bullshit. It's all this nonsense. I see it a lot on their Instagram. It's great, but it's all like it's a load of fucking rubbish.
It's a lot. It seems to be a lot of people who aren't that self-aware. So like they open up like some sort of vegan vape shop or something like that, and they don't see sort of like the craziness of that, which is commendable in a way.
The thing is, not all, but some Americans like, we'll drink tea and all this. Oh, the Queen, fuck off. It's just like,
fuck the Queen.
Well, I'm steady on now, but
hang on.
But do you know what I mean? It's not.
Oh, sorry, I offended Rob. I know how much he loves the Queen.
It is what it is. But no, but we're not kind of like that.
Well, it's because of how England is presented in the media to America, isn't it? It's the whole thing of the monarchy and all that is presented over there.
Yeah. But it's weird how you get perceived from, and people believe it, and it's like, well, not really. No. They don't drink big ABV beers, and even down to the beer scene and stuff. You don't always have session beers and the English IPA and all this sort of thing. Some of these beers we're drinking now are like exactly the same as what they're drinking, but they're just brewed here in the UK. The ingredients are going to be pretty much the same. There's not, if you want to go to the cask real ale scene, then that's generally the English kind of style, if you like. But I think most people who drink craft beer don't drink them anyway. So. No.
I think Americans, like you say, like the tradition of our brewing culture. Without actually growing up with it, experiencing it, because there's lots of great things about older styles of beer, but there's also lots of shit as well. And they see the good stuff, and not all the shit stuff. Like Canberra's great, but it's also quite detrimental in the terms of price of beer, and they try to keep a cap on what cask. What you should pay for cask actually, but that isn't actually what the value of cask is. Whereas like Americans don't see that side; they just say, "Oh, I want a nice cask beer."
Yeah, I think Canberra it's great on one hand, but then on the other hand, if you're they're trying to support cask and stuff, but then they get lost. That these people who are producing these beers, it's also an actual business, and they need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it kind of you've got to realise that like everything in life, things go up. So, you're paying that for a cask or half of that? And it's like, come on, wake up, get with. We're not living in the 80s now or whatever. Yeah. It's
if a brewery does a cask version of their pale ale, it will cost the same as the keg version. They haven't brewed two separate versions with lesser ingredients for the cask version.
Yeah.
But it's still predetermined. You pay a certain amount for cask. It's sort of a weird thing at the moment.
Yeah, but they're trying to cross over, which I think is a good thing. I think they have. I think
Cameron need to embrace everything fully. I think is what Cameron needs to do.
They're gonna have keg beer at this year's British Beer Festival for the first time, which I kind of find that they're starting to realise if they don't, as an organisation, they've had it. They've got to change.
Yeah,
and I think they've lost a lot of kind of supporters over the last, say, 10 years, and they need to start opening the doors to other kind of like styles of beer. Otherwise, I think they know they've had it.
It's that weird
Which
situation. My mate kind of like kind of cynically he was tweeting something about oh well, I mean I don't agree with a beer festival that is making me drink beer that I don't want to drink.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
all the people bemoaning sort of the keg thing, wasn't it? It was yeah. Was that Mark Johnson who did that?
It was, yeah.
Tweet? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was quite contritely put.
But then Mark's a big Cass fan.
Yeah. Well, I think it's all the uber traditional guys sort of maligning keg, and it's like actually sort of camera in their way are trying to change it a little bit with their biggest beer festival. All of the most recent. So I've been to 2 local festivals, like in the last couple of months: Berry Beer Festival, and one in a little place called Stowmarket, which is a village near me. And they've both adopted cask. They had cask lagers. They had So I went to this little one in Stowmarket. They had Little Earth
That's one
Project.
thing I don't agree with. Cask lager. That's bullshit.
Did I say cask lager? Keg lager. Sorry. No, they have this keg lager. But so it was this little camera festival in Stowmarket, and they had Burnt Mill, they had Little Earth Project, they had bigger breweries like Calvers who make sort of lager in my area, and that was a little festival. So I think like locally it's sort of becoming more accepted, and now they've actually put it in the Great British Beer Festival. I think they're going to adopt it even more. Surely, it's only going to grow from there. Yeah,
well, I hope it's received in the suitable manner that it's intended. No, it'll be best beer. It'll be best kept beer.
Yeah.
In the entire venue, because the rest of it will be fucking warm and flat and shit.
Yeah, and it's all gravity stuff, isn't it? It's not hand pulled, is it? It's not hand pulled.
It's not a good environment for cask. That fucking big boiling hot exhibition centre.
We've got an opinion. We've got an opinion here on camera, so here we go. It's on screen now. So, from Greg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still focused. Just because it has cask in the name doesn't mean you can change your stance.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I completely agree. Thanks for that. Greg.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Great British Beer Festival. It's not the fucking Great British Cask Ale Festival.
Exactly. Yeah, you got in.
That's where the short-sightedness. I mean, the campaign is what it is, and that's fine. But
it makes me.
It's a big money earner. This is the entire point of GBBF is makes them a lot of money, brings a lot of people.
But then you have to realise that they've got all these breweries from Belgium, Holland.
Always, yes.
And it's exactly. It's all kind of like, and it's craft breweries and stuff. Even stuff for America, they're all craft breweries.
Exactly, but all those American beers that are served on fucking Poxy, on Gravity, no, because I mean, the whole thing with the kind of the Dutch and mainly the kind of Czech and German stuff is because that's traditionally how they're served. What you mean under pressure through a keg of font? Yes. Do you know what American beer is served? How it's served? It's not served on fucking Gravity on Stylage.
Exactly.
It's served on a keg. So do you know what? If you're going to be accurate, all that beer should be served on keg. Yeah.
So then why not have the British keg there then?
Because a bunch of fucking numpties.
It's stupid. It's just daft. It doesn't make any sense. And then why are you excluding the UK breweries that do exactly what you've got Americans and Germans and Italians and Dutch breweries into the festival? but you won't accept. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I think the demographics starting to shift, and the people in charge are starting to shift slowly.
Yeah,
Because at the Berry Beer Festival, which is actually quite a large Canberra festival, there was a local brewery called Three Blind Mice, and all of their beers were on Key Keg, and they actually got like brewery of the festival. They do really good beers. If they could work out packaging and distribution, they could be up there with some of the bigger guys. Potentially, obviously, they're on a small scale, producing like really good beers. But I tried all, like, they had 6 beers on, and I tried all 6, and they were easily the best beers at the festival, all different ranges. And because it was consistent Key Keg, and if you have a nice sort of Key Keg beer against a shitty Gravity beer, it's just going to win all day long.
Because conditioning at point of serve,
Yeah,
that's not an important thing.
No, is it? Because Canberra go on about cellarmanship and all that sort of thing, but at a Canberra festival, it's all gravity fed and there's no cellarmanship. Sometimes they put a blanket over it, like a wet blanket,
wet towel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like horse
Flannel away.
So where's the cellarmanship? Surely you should have less beers and invest in beer engines and that sort of thing.
Wet flannel.
Yeah. I put my flannel on it.
Yeah,
that makes a difference.
But exactly. But if you go to Manchester Canberra Festival, great, all cask, very little. There is some stage, but most of it is kind of on draft. Good example of a Canberra Festival, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, much better festival than GBBF. It's a big one as well. It's well worth visiting. People who are up, some of the main people in there really know their kind of like, especially the European beer and stuff like that as well. So, yeah, it's just a bit more. Probably a much better fucking GBBF in so many ways. I forgot where I was going with that. What were you saying? Sorry. About kind of like diversity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, what we got to lose?
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. They need that's the way the beer trend's going in England.
Yeah.
In terms of smaller niche beers, because that's what Canberra are doing, aren't they? It's not necessarily the.
I still like traditional.
Drink of the masses.
It's not as if like I'm against traditional or against cask. I think
there's a place for everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like let's get everything keg and get rid of cask. Yeah, get rid of that. It's not about that, but a lot of people do take offence. They don't kind of realise your opinion of the whole kind of concept of beer in the UK. They think it's you want to, as soon as you say cask beer, yeah. As soon as you mention keg, the daggers are out. Yeah. It's like you don't even know me. You don't even know me.
No. Well, and it's like on
Diamond. It's what in his red barrel, isn't it?
Yeah.
What they think.
It's
not even. That is what they think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of big chunk of that membership.
It's not what
pathetic.
They get a perceived kind of opinion about you straight away that is not accurate.
Yeah, like one thing that sticks in my head on the flip side of that is at Dark City. Whenever I went Dark City, what was it, Rob? Like 2018, 2017?
Yes.
Whenever I went Dark City, they had good King Henry on cask, and they actually did proper pulls of it.
Oh, well,
so they actually treated cut like the cask with the respect it deserved. It wasn't gravity fed like.
That'd be a great beer on cask to try though.
Yeah, there's a review of it with me and Rob from Hop Scene on my channel.
But that's where cask can be reborn in moments like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Cask has become cheap. It has become cheap for a number of reasons. It's become bad for a number of reasons, and the best way we can. It's like in America. I mean, if like they like tap a cask on like a Friday afternoon or something at Stone, and it's like a big thing. But it's because it's seen as a. I mean, they're probably not doing a great job of it, but it's kind of seen as a special thing. It has to go back to be a special thing again. because it's
Yeah.
become
Yeah.
run of the mill, badly kept, vinegary shite. It's just because you've got 2 wickets, it doesn't mean you should serve cask ale.
Yeah. Here's another comment.
You've got to turn it around. That's the big thing. You got to turn it. You got to turn it over.
There we go. Another
Yeah,
comment.
cask hanging around for like 6 days. Isn't it?
So he's saying he worked at the Camera Beer Fest last year on a keg bar. Wylam keg was the first beer to run out at the fest. Most punters were anti-keg based on comments I heard. Sales increased at the last orders, chasing high ABV. Yeah, and I think that's when I went. It was really weird when I went to the Thanet Beer Festival at the Winter Gardens in Margate over the Easter kind of like weekend. People are really trying to hammer out the big ABV cask, and it's like, I mean, 1 or 2 of the beers, like, well, yeah, 1 or 2 I tried, and they were all right, but they weren't. I went through the whole list of beers, and I think I picked out about 30, and they weren't based on the ABV. That kind of doesn't always work for me. I just pick out some of the best beers that I think are going to be great, and some of the stuff I've not tried before. That's just me, but yeah, that's a great point there. Again, cheers, Greg, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, it's just that, how do you make? I mean, I think it's a funny one, isn't it? Because I think breweries and pubs who do low ABV, wonderful cask ale is a fantastic thing, and that's why I think people treasure cask still. I mean, I'm sure you can go into arse end of nowhere up some mountain, and it'll be really well kept, and it'll be really simple beer, and it'll be really nicely done. But you can go into like a pretty fucking mediocre, shitty little arse end town and have a load of vinegary shite.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to find that kind of like balance between creating beers like Fuller's Vintage Ale and Golden Pride and
Golden Pride, what a beer!
Yeah, I mean, but beers that kind of benefit from being on cask and making points of that, and not just and then not just serving cheap swill. And
well, I mean, when we had Dare on cask in the Cock,
that was awesome.
The Cock in London.
The Cock Tavern.
Well, but then again, I mean,
that was great.
That works because they were fucking banging through it.
Yeah.
If that had been if that had gone on Monday and we'd popped in there on Friday.
Yeah, and actually the reason Dare brewed that beer was for a local festival, and the Cock Tavern just happened to get one.
See, North Brewing do casks of their often quite high ABV IPAs only for Blunderbuss.
Mm-hmm.
Because they turn it over, and it's really nearby. I mean, it's like fucking 100 yards from there.
I remember when we was going to London, and I was like, I look on Untapped, what's around it. I did see that on Cast. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I didn't know where the Cock Tavern was in relation to where we were going. I didn't bother looking.
Well, we were at Verdant and Pressure Drop, weren't we?
Yeah, we went in there. I was like, it's obviously here then. Oh wow, I've heard good things about that.
Really good beer.
I like the Saved by the Bell artwork.
Yeah, I'll love it.
Let me just show that again.
How is it?
Really good.
Rendezvous.
The rendezvous.
The rendezvous.
Only one place have had that, but
I've heard stuff about that. What do you reckon, Harry?
Yeah, it's solid 4.25 out of 5 for me. So it's super juicy, nice body, nice and creamy. And then hoppy wise, you kind of get like pineapple, passion fruit. Bitterness isn't too high. It's a little bit green, but it's it was canned on fucking ages ago. 24th of June. That's ages ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. I'll have multiple cans of this, so good.
Cool beans. I'll get you off the screen now because I know it's a bit weird. Yeah, it's they're producing some really damn good beers at the moment. They have definitely improved.
They
And
have,
stuff.
yeah.
I think Verdant have definitely helped them
Yeah.
with the.
I'm actually drinking a Verdant right now, which is called some 50 pale. Which is
And he's out.
No, that's my fault. I pressed the wrong one. Sorry.
Okay.
a twat,
Yeah, fuck you,
Yeah.
Rob.
which is some 50 pale.
Sorry.
It's 5.2% pale ale. So was it? Mosaic Citra Equinox. Oh, there you go. It's got two of the three, hasn't it? And it's got certain traces of what you expect from a Verdant kind of like bigger beer, but it's really nice. But for me, I'm really kind of like a bit off on Verdant, to be honest.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm really not that big
I
fan
don't
of.
drink enough of them to kind of form that opinion. I wish I could, but I just have to now and again get to try something. Wow, that's amazing.
So I'll become a
Don't
bit
go back to
samey.
2 or 3
Yeah.
months.
Same with you, Rob.
Bit
It's all
sludgy
just a
and
bit.
I think Norfolk better by a long shot. Not that
Which
I'm
side are better?
fuck off. not that I'm cheering for the home team. Or anything like that. But yeah, some of the stuff Norfolk doing is fucking ace. But
Something has just been cracked.
oh shit!
It's
What is?
another
Tell me.
Tesco's jobby. 5 points.
All right,
Double dry hopped.
that's all right.
That's granted. £1.50 because it's 4 months old.
Well, that's
Great
right. Though.
bar.
Well, we'll see. You have
It
to let
is
us
what
know
it
what
is.
you think. You have to let us know what you think.
No, it's all right.
about that one.
Just Craig fucking dropping you in it on with his Zoom.
I was tempted to get a Riney. Be like, ultra exclusive.
I've got
Right.
one. I've only got one.
Yeah, I drank all my 4 literally in like 2 days.
I prefer the can to the bottle, I have to say.
There's cans are premium, though, aren't they? You can't get cans.
Yeah,
There's
I
always
can.
bottles, but there's
I
never
can.
any fucking cans.
I can get cans.
I can
two-
get cans.
$2.99 for 4.
Yeah, I'll do a Harry. I'll sell you 1 can for £68.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll get you a slab.
Yeah.
I'll get you 24 cans.
I'll get you a pallet.
£56.
I'll get you a pallet of Riney. For,
Yeah.
£14,000. Come on.
yeah, 2 other half cans.
We weirdly enough, there was one guy a couple
What
of
a
trades ago. He
Cask
requested
Riney.
in exchange for his other half. He requested a tray of Amstel, and we were like, "You can get Amstel in the States,"
Yeah.
but he wanted a fucking tray of Amstel. We were like, "Okay, fine, we'll do that."
My mates did a trade with some Americans for 8 cans of Woodpecker.
I don't think you can get that over there, though. That's the
You definitely can't.
that's the difference,
But
probably.
then they got like 6 cans of juice
Fuck.
for 8 cans of
Sadists.
Woodpecker.
Safe.
I did see it was someone actually at Clink who did this. He traded like 6 cans a day, like it was steady or something like that. It was just like standard affair a day, and then just traded it for like some fucking super as fucking rare Cantillon, like a LPF or something like that, LPF 2013, which is rare as rock and roll shit at the moment. Really hard to get hold of. And it's just like there were some really fucking dumb trades out there that happened. Someone even said the other day was like, "Oh, I've got Oscar Blues Dale's Pale Ale," and I was like, "This has got to be someone just like taking the piss." It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't.
That's
He meant
actually all
it.
gone from Tesco's, isn't it? Do you remember one upon a time that was in Tesco's, wasn't it?
It's rare now.
Yeah, it's rare again. It's rare again.
Yeah.
In demand.
Can aged stuff.
Yeah. Shelf aged.
Shelfies.
Hot
Yeah.
warehouse aged.
Shelf turds or whatever the
Yeah.
expression.
What's Manchester Brewing Company like, Rob?
Shit.
Okay, that sounds like another one I'll go to then.
If you're up in that area, there's too many decent places. There's too many places up that area not to just go into
Yeah.
the kind of the more
Beer Nouveau.
recognizable places. Can you do Beer Nouveau?
Is Chorlton open or is Chorlton even there anymore?
I'm not sure. They never
had a tap room, did they? They never
fucking
had.
misanthrope that is. No, they never. No. Fuck it. Fuck those guys.
I haven't seen a Chorlton beer in years. I haven't seen like a can or anything anywhere.
Because didn't they sell the company? They sold all of the brew kit or something like that.
Well, aren't they moving to Belgium or
Something
some
like that.
shit? They're gonna like move
Sort shit out, guys. Just
Yeah.
fucking put your shit out. Tell us what you're doing.
Idiot, to be
I liked a few of their beers back in there. Like, I remember like the Amarillo Sour and stuff. I quite liked. And
I think the problem is Mike Michaels or whatever his name is. He's just that absolute massive cunt.
Mike Michaels.
It's something like that.
2 first names.
It is something like that. It's like Mark
Billy
Markson or something like that.
Yeah, he's like a proper anarchist. He claims, isn't he?
Anarchist who owns a company.
Yeah, exactly. Owns a commercial corporate endeavor. That's interesting, isn't it? What you do? So why you're producing a product?
Where do you put all your profits? Or
Interesting situation, isn't it? Yeah, fuck them. No, good for you. Yeah.
Saying that bottle of dark matter you gave me, Harry, was good.
Yeah, so I mean those beers are good.
Yeah, I've still got a bottle of dark matter in there.
They had a great opportunity, those guys, and they kind of found themselves with a bit of prominence as far as like sour beer in the UK, and then they just bollocked it up.
Still got the price on it.
They will disappear into obscurity.
Is that the 2018 one as well?
That's 2016.
2016 is really good. I had 2016 last year. I had 2017 not long after, and then I gave you the 2018. I can still get 20. We've still got it. We've actually got all 3 in stock still.
Really? That 2016 it cost me with my discount at the time because I actually brought that from Canterbury Bottle Shop, so that's how long ago I brought that.
Yeah.
It was like with my discount, it was like £5. I think it was on the label. It says like £7.20, and I think I got it for like £5.60 or something like that.
Yeah, we're $6.99 is what we've had them on.
Yeah,
even for $7.50s, we've had them on since.
Yeah.
Remember all those Cantillon, not Cantillon, Cloudwater when they did the $7.50.
Yeah, the BA barrel age whatever's they did. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them we sold them. Every single one's being sold for $5.
Really? And, we still had some knocking around.
Yeah, we've got loads. I've just been abusing it, and oh dear, that fell into my bag.
I think they thought they could sell that sort of stuff based on their other stuff, and I just don't think it worked out for them, did it?
I think their sale price was too high.
Yeah.
Because the original RRP for it was £20. And that was us doing it quite cheaply. So I think it was around about 22, 25 most places. And it's not worth that. I mean, to have got, the one I had the other day, which was a BA triple, it was awesome. It was probably worth it, but I would have probably paid, if it was super fresh, probably be for like 15 quid for it.
Yeah. But the trouble was they didn't brew like a necessarily exclusive amount of it. Like you could get those beers anywhere. Yeah. On initial release, you could get them anywhere. And I think they thought that the demand would be greater than it actually was. It's like, just fucking give us another version 26 or whatever. Don't mess around with all this barrel age stuff. But it's like I'd be really interested to see how Overworks is going for Brewdog, because I think on maybe on draft it's okay, but their bottles to buy in store are like ridiculous. It's like £10 plus a bottle in their own store. So
I got one. It was £8. The Deo one, even with discount, I think it was like £12 for a bottle.
Yeah, I had a third of it in a Brewdog bar. Yeah. Because they had it on keg, and I think that's almost like that's worth it. But like the bottles to actually take home from BrewDog just seem to be really expensive.
It is because they put like £2 on a can to like drink in.
Yeah.
As well, and it's fucking expensive in the first place. So, like, you can buy Punk on draft, or you can buy like for like I don't know $5.60 or something like that, or you can get a can of Punk, so 330ml of Punk for about the same price for drinking in, and it's just like I think all their prices are messed up.
Yeah,
and you know, it goes to show because you know whole business at BrewDog, their whole BrewDog, all the bars are just going out of business. They're fucking up massively. They're just at a loss, running at a loss completely. So I don't think the bars are going to do too well for much longer. So I don't think it'll be long before they're gone.
oh, really?
Yeah, just from what I know from talking to people, you know, Birmingham one's not big enough. It's far too small for what it is.
The thing is that's almost good in a way, though, if it's not too big, as long as they run it in the way of running like a small bar.
Yeah.
Because I think like the Camden one is absolutely tiny.
Yeah.
The
Leeds one's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the Birmingham one, it's just too small because it's like during the week. It does have a downstairs. Downstairs is not massive. But
we went to we had overworks there, didn't we?
Yeah, but you know, it was rammed then. That's you know.
Yeah, we did go downstairs actually, didn't we?
Yeah,
we went.
It's normally just absolutely rammed, but on the weekend, but like during the week, it's just dead. This week I went to Head of Steam, and on Tuesday,
I saw your posts. And you said, because I think when we went there, we mentioned about like why is there's this massive front bit here?
Yeah. Now I realise.
Yeah,
it's so handy because it was so hot on Tuesday.
It's like outside. You could sort of be outside, but you're still inside.
Yeah. It was quite funny because my mate kept on having to go outside to go and have a smoke. And we were still outside. I thought
it was great when we went there though. We only went there for one, didn't we? Before we got our train.
Yeah,
I actually thought that was a really good Head of Steam because they always have that bar arrangement.
Yeah, well, we stayed there for a bit longer, didn't we?
Yeah,
I honestly think Head of Steam is one of my favourite pubs in Brum now.
Yeah, I would agree.
I went to the one in Newcastle and that was a bit groupy. The one in Newcastle. I had some Northern. What the fuck is that brew called? Northern Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Northern Alchemy. I had some of their cask and that was okay.
Mm.
Well, it was a very different Head of Steam with a very different clientele.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they've only got five cask lines on. They've got obviously a crowler machine. They've got a soft serve now.
Oh Christ!
Yeah,
they have a mixed firm generator. And...
so one of my mates who used to be the brewer at a brew house before I went there, and when I was going there, he was just like gave me all this like details of why not to work for the fucking company, and I wish I'd actually listened to him. But he went on to start up his own brewery, and he had a tap takeover on yesterday for Rum Beer Week, and he had soft serve. He had his mango milkshake, which he actually brewed on my kit when I was at Brewhouse. He brewed it on that kit and then sold it as his other brewery beer. And it's like a mango milkshake, New England IPA. I've had it both on cask and keg. It's really fucking good. But he did like a soft serve version of it, and then they had more mango puree poured over the top of the soft serve, just to be more ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I tried it, and it was fucking awesome.
So there's something about like I've had a few of the Omnipollo ones.
Yeah.
When I was like Beavrex, and there is something like nice about it. It's like quite, but I only got it because I was literally there at the front of the queue.
Yeah.
I just happened to be in there. I was at the front of the queue to get in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wandered straight over there. If I had to queue for it, I would never have got it.
Yeah.
It is gimmicky, but it's quite fun. It is just fun and a bit of lightheartedness at the end, isn't it?
I'd love to try it on a dark beer.
Brewdog bars have started putting sushi machines in them.
Yeah. I bet that cleans up on a night out in Brum, doesn't it? I bet they do a lot of soft serves.
I mean, so I asked for one on Tuesday, and they were like, "Yeah, we've got the slushy shit from another beer. We can put this other
Yeah,
stuff on your
they're
beer."
like, we
Like,
run this on the weekend when other people
Yeah.
are going to buy it also,
Yeah.
not on a Tuesday.
I was like, no, okay, but I had it was Don't Mess with Yorkshire on cask. Oh my god, it was
What,
gorgeous.
slushy form as well?
No, just solid cask. Oh, it was like the rhubarb and custard pale ale. on
Sparkler.
cask. Nice tight sparkler. I had
Nice.
about 3 pints of it, and I was absolutely destroyed by a cat.
How many did you down? How many did you drink sensibly, and how many did you nick?
I drank
Heavily
one,
Citra
one
Mosaic
sensibly.
dry hop or something. Like that. It's the most Yorkshire beer ever. It'd be like Citra and Mosaic.
Yeah, I think with Tuesday was a bit of a crazy one because I had a meeting in Birmingham like early morning, and I was walking through a shit old part of town, which is where I started the stream on the ring road. And I was walking through there. I was kind of like wondering what was around me. It was just people fucking following me. It was a bit
You
dodgy.
do it for safety reasons.
But yeah, it was like witness my
If I disappear,
Yeah.
here is a
Witness
record.
my death.
and then I went to. All my mates were supposed to meet me at 11, and none of them came at like 11. So I just decided let's go to Tilt. So I went to Tilt for. I had that Colonel Pale, Equinox Pale, which was like really fucking bitter. And then the second beer I think I had was dry and bitter double IPA. That's how to start your day. 8% double IPA at 20 past 11. And then went to the Wellington. Had I think I had like half of some local beer because it all just looked a bit shit in there. I was kind of mainly waiting for the darts board. And then someone came on the darts board, so I had to go outside. And
Someone came on the darts board. That's a good shot.
Yeah,
Bullseye.
English.
182.
Yeah, that's a good shot, to be honest. Fantastic aim.
Sorry about
And then had another half in there. Then we went over to Head of Steam, got some food in Head of Steam. Had 3 pints, and they also had Michela had this maple bacon fucking crazy imperial stout, which
Imperial
was
stout,
good idea.
I think that was Michela's San Diego. I think actually.
Was it Trey Blood? I think it was called.
Yeah, I think that might be a Michela's San Diego beer.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Chucked that back, and then we found there's like a darts place called Flights, and there's one in Shoreditch as well. So it's like,
of course there is.
Yeah, but of course, where else would it be? But they've got five, 6 darts boards.
Do your beers only come in flights as well?
That's what I thought. I wish they did. But it's definitely
Third of Boddington's, third of Foster's, third of Amstel.
It's actually like a Heineken venture. So turned round when we got in there. I was like, "Oh, I'll have a Heineken." And then we actually got on the darts board, and then realised I turned around properly and then saw the beer range. They had neck oil on, and I was like, "Okay." I had 3 pints of neck oil and 1 pint of Heineken. Then my old boss, texted me and said, "Oh, I'm in Brewdog at the moment." So I was like, "Okay, we'll go to Brewdog," and kind of just annoyed him because I was absolutely like kind of slightly twatted, and then just gave him some day of beer. We had a couple more beers on draft, and then decided finally we'll try and get the train home. And then all the trains in Birmingham have been messed up for the past couple of days. So it's spent probably about an hour and a half trying to get home on a 25-minute journey. We could have got the bus, but just prefer sitting on the boiling hot train in New Street for a good while. And then we drank a beer on the train on the way back because we were so dehydrated, and had I think it was Ohio Merc from, I think it's Michela. I could be wrong. Just picked up a can of that. It was quite nice. New England IPA. And then came home, and I had to walk like 3 miles because it wouldn't stop at my station. 3 miles carrying loads of shit. And then had subsequently had just beers which I kind of regret drinking the next day, and just woke up with an evil hangover.
Yeah.
What a wonderful Tuesday.
You sounds like you deserved it as well.
Good way to start the week.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I think on Tuesday I had a Rhiney and then went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Tucked up.
yesterday.
Well, exactly about the duvet though, because it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
It's stark, bollock naked.
I had a Corona, a Budweiser, both down on the beach. And then I come out and that's about it. That was the hot day. Yeah, that was all right.
So what did you drink on Britain's hottest day ever?
That
Corona.
was today apparently. Didn't Britain hit
Yesterday.
the 40 mark today?
No, it was yesterday.
No,
Yes.
yes, it was that
That
day.
was
wasn't it?
38.1 in Cambridgeshire.
Yeah.
I popped up robed at Triangle, so I drank some good beer.
Yeah.
I got home, had a Rhiney, and a kind of something else, some Saratoga Springs. I think I had those two. I went up Triangle and drank a load of imported IPA. Actually, no, I didn't. I had some Lervig. I finished in that North. That's did I have anything else? Definitely had that first Lervig. Split another Lervig. Had a touch sensitive from North. I think maybe I had one more.
Have you had coconuts from Lervig, Rob?
Yeah, it's fucking nice, isn't it?
Oh, blew me
Session.
away. But the body on it though is like really damn thick.
Yeah, it's
It's,
lovely.
it's gloopy and
Yeah, it's stunning. Yeah.
it slowed me up at the beer fest. One of the beer fests I went to, like, wow, this is slow. Yeah.
Lervig sort of does the rounds, doesn't it? You never see it like constantly. There's never a consistent lot of Lervig, but all of a sudden they'll just do like a load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that one you was drinking the other day, Harry? I can't remember.
8 times.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the pastry stout. I missed out on
Yeah.
that.
stupid ABV thing, isn't it?
Sessionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Session stout.
Sessionable ale. I did
Like
kind of wake up the
15%?
next morning. Yeah, good solid 16%. I did wake up the next morning kind of like, why did I drink that? And it's you know, it's just a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Well, it's like big ass money stout or anything like that. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just silliness, isn't it? Well, because big ass money stout is actually like really drinkable.
Yeah. It's 16 times, 8 times was as well.
Yeah.
16 times. It was my new 32% stout.
Yeah, I've not had them 2 beers, but I actually quite like the what's that beer we had at the bottle share in Manchester? Is it Bozo?
Bozo beer, yeah.
That was really good.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was damn good. And they've done these version of 4 stouts, haven't they? Evil Twin. Is it 3 stouts or 4 stouts? I can't remember now. Oh, what are they called? They were on Beer Jam about 2 months ago, a month ago, whatever.
Oh, what? A variation on a theme or different?
No, just different. Yeah, the same kind of series of stouts, but different kind of ABVs now. I've got to look at this up now. Evil Twin helps. Like that. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's like,
Put that way now.
I can't remember. It's like,
Little music interlude there.
I'm halfway through doing something on my phone, then I can't do it on my phone. So I think it's like their 90-day stout, their
Rob's got a can of Monster.
180-day stout.
So far,
180 stout.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Oh, I think I did see something on that.
It's
Yeah, it's a
Rhiney
bit-
dark fruits.
It's very similar to. It comes across very similar to like. Kind of like their IPAs, kind of thing, but in stout
Yeah.
form, sort of thing. So weird. Missed completely what you were
It's
saying.
actually it's kind of undercurrent.
Now,
So sound away from Siren. It's
do,
bloody lovely, actually.
what's the
Best,
Yeah,
zoom in? What's the consensus on the artwork though? What do you think about the artwork of the new can?
see, I don't mind it.
I don't like it.
I think it's kind of. I think it's faithful to the kind of the brand.
Yeah,
My mate, who owns my local bottle shop, he's got an issue with it.
yeah. I think it sort of detracts from what they did on the bottles in a way. I
What
think they
the-
should have tried to.
what does the beer taste like? More importantly,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So that
Mm.
whatever's on the can, it don't matter. It just what does it taste like?
Well, I'd say, well, from a marketing and business point of view, it matters. But from an actual drinking it and enjoying it point of view,
You
it
don't
doesn't.
break the
But the
can.
thing is, it's one of those things. If you see an interesting can on the, if I saw if I never
They
knew
made a
anything
big
about
thing
Siren,
about it. The Sirens made a big thing about the cans.
yeah.
So
If I saw this can sitting on the shelf, those cans that they brought out next to other cans that were more interesting, I'd probably gravitate towards the more interesting cans. I just don't think it does them justice in terms of how good the beer is, because they're already a well-respected brand. But
much
imagine
easier
the
to
new
read. The
consumer.
back of
Yeah.
the back of the can's easier to read than the back.
Yeah,
of
oh, is it? They've
Yeah,
increased the
thankfully.
font size.
Smallest fucking font
Yeah.
ever. 3.5. I think they were using before.
I just think they're a bit. I think they're a bit busy. I think they're. I think if you're coming in from a new, like, I almost think they look like sort of the almost like the sort of fruit cider cans, and that's
Well,
when I first saw them. What's that?
I was on the fucking Strongbow Dark Fruits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did say it right back in dark fruits. Yeah. But that's when I first saw them. That's what I thought in my mind. I didn't think high quality, well respected British beer brand. But that's just an opinion. That's just my opinion on it. But I'd still buy the shit out of those beers. I'll buy a lot of Dark Matter.
Yeah,
Whatever it's called.
It's an interesting situation because I think because Siren have always, especially in the last couple of years, kind of pitched themselves in that kind of middle market, looking to get a bit of the craft market, looking to get a bit of that casual crowd as well. I think they're approachable. So I think they've got to appeal. Yeah, I mean, this is bang on. And you can see this definitely in a supermarket, and I think they kind of look part and parcel in the supermarket.
I remember when I first tried Soundwave in the bottle on keg. It just blew me away. I was like, "Wow, what's this?"
I don't think this is going to blow me away at all, but I think it's very enjoyable.
I've not had Soundwave for a long time, so.
But it's those kind of it's like different lanes. Who are you? Who are you appealing to?
Yeah.
There is a Cloudwater collab going to supermarkets very soon as well. So.
Really?
Yeah, Brewdog Cloudwater is going into supermarkets, isn't it? Going to Tesco's, big bottles. The IPA.
Well, I see they've been doing 440s. Brewdog have
kind of like level of visual language to appeal to a certain kind of like demographic because of your kind of like frame of reference and stuff.
Yeah.
So
because I mean that on the supermarket shelf, it just sort of stands out, and it is what it is, sort of thing. It's not necessarily a
juice actually for a casual shopper. I don't think that will appeal.
Well, I suppose people know what like Green King IPA is and all that, and they see IPA in bold font,
but I think that's quite a minimal design.
Yeah.
In comparison to some others, which
yeah.
Yes,
I'm always a fan of minimal though, and that's why I think I don't like the Siren stuff as much. Just because I think I just think it's a bit busy. It's not. I'll still buy the shit out of those beers when I see them. Like, but just the design. I just thought it was a strange choice. I don't know why. It's because their bottle design is so simple. With like the sort of big blocky bit of color with the name of it and that sort of thing. Yeah, I just thought it was a big deviation.
I don't know.
You don't know. No.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Well, that's the thing. It's just opinion, isn't it? It's just that's just my thoughts on the very trivial matter.
Clearly, you need to head up a focus group. For
Yeah. Of one, I don't agree.
I'll put you in touch with Darren.
Yeah.
Sure, there
But is me more thinking like if I saw that beer on the shelf, I probably wouldn't gravitate towards it. But I know what the beer inside it tastes like because I've had most of the beers before.
I think it's a good opportunity to. So, beer design in beer, and where that shift kind of like occurred and where we are now, I think is all a bit of a not something I've kind of like thought about a hell of a lot. But Magic Rock was a very specific kind of milestone in that kind of like history, kind of like
100%.
cannon, pump, clip art, and everything. As far as branding goes, Magic Rock was a very much a leading light. A lot of people kind of like followed that trend, and then I think everything became a bit homogenized. Everything was a bit similar. I'm not sure where we are right now, but I think there's a certain expectation on the on behalf of any particular brand. You either have a nice piece of photography, or you have a nice kind of vector-based artwork on a 440 can applied label, and that is the accepted aesthetic. The 440 can is another thing. This is another thing that came out of a poll of my mate's podcast. Was about measures and why are we stuck with the fucking 440 can? I'm not happy with the 440.
Because Cloudwater did it.
Why did Cloudwater do it? Why did Cloudwater do it?
Well, they did a poll, didn't they?
No, but when first time they chose to do that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of why did they choose that?
Mm-hmm.
Trends.
Didn't they base it on a Twitter poll?
Where did Twitter poll create their opinion based on that?
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
no,
probably based on the American market. And,
yeah, American market for sure.
It's the
They
reflection.
love their cars.
but because the 440 came from that New England style, I don't think you need imperial stouts and 440s. I don't think you necessarily. And I'm a big sour fan. I don't think you need sours and 440s. I don't necessarily want to drink that much sour beer.
And I think price. You have to look at price point on this as well.
That affects it, doesn't it? You're paying for more beer.
and bring it down to a 330. How much are you going to be then? You know, I think one or two breweries are starting to take the piss a little bit on pricing. I'm not saying who.
£2.40. Yeah, I feel I'm quite happy with £2.40.
That's really damn good. That's good.
If it was in a 440, they're charging £3.79. Exactly?
Yeah.
Think twice.
Yeah, I mean,
and you think it's only 110 mil more, but it does make a difference. It's it's a third more of that beer.
That's right. Yeah. It's just. I know. It's just.
It's not cut and dry, and I suppose cost comes into it because you don't want to change your cannon line to go from you can a 330, then you have to can a 440, then you might have to can another 330, and so I understand it all, but
I get that, but it's just,
in an ideal world,
sometimes it makes you wonder. You get some breweries that charge a certain price for the same kind of beer, ingredients wise, it's that price, and then you get others that are just the same beer, ingredients, and it's that price, and it's like, well, how does that work? I mean, I'm not a brewer, blah, blah, business people, whatever. It makes me wonder sometimes. Are you paying for the actual brand of a brewery more than what the ingredients and everything else? And I know different places have got different overhead prices and stuff like that. So that kind of all puts in as well. Get that? But yeah, sometimes it makes you...
sometimes when if it is a big brewery, then they're gonna, well, not even a big brewery. If you're the hot thing right now, then you might charge more for your beers because they're more in demand. And
it's like a fashion kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you go and buy something like from Nike to
and when you're a business, you have to you do have to sort of capitalize on it as much as everyone likes to be ethical and all that sort of thing. So you need to still make money.
Yeah,
What
no,
is an acceptable price point for my product?
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
how much are people willing to pay?
Yeah.
Exactly. How much can you get away with?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's like you look at Verdant when they started out to Verdant where they are now.
Yeah, but Verdant prices are just. It seems they're going really damn hot.
In Falmouth, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't crazy.
But it should be cheap. It should be cheaper down there.
Yeah, well, it was cheaper than where you'd pay for it normally.
Yeah, well, it should be because it's got to travel from a long way. I get
that.
But I don't know. Harry, what do you think on that?
Harry has been listening. He's been playing.
I'm buying beer.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
you need some.
it's not for me. I wish it was. I think sometimes, beer prices. Some places do kind of take the piss a little bit. In terms of buying directly from the breweries, I don't think anyone really kind of takes the piss too much. It's more so if you buy like if you buy from certain beer shops. I've got a good example. It's actually someone who I'm not going to say who it is, but it's someone who I sell beer to, and they do have a very high rent on their unit, but it's not high enough to kind of determine these sort of prices. So I go down to a brewery based in Cheltenham and I buy beer for £3.50, £4 for a can. And they then make their way up to Birmingham. I put a little bit of a carriage fee on stuff. And then they get sold at, £8, £9 for a can. And that is when someone's taking a piss, because at the same time in another shop within Birmingham, which definitely has less, business rates and everything, but the same shop within same sort of size shop in Birmingham, it's £6 a can, £5-6 a can, which I think is a fair rate. So I do think a lot of people have gotten recently onto the kind of craft beer game. It also kind of explains why this guy drives a Range Rover. But a lot of people
beer as a commodity,
and it's just become, you can make money out of this now. And I know that some people go into it not making very much money out of it. I think there's probably a few too many people like that as well at the same time. I know Clink, they're like, they don't really want to, at Clink anyway, they don't really want to make too much money off a bottle share. I'm very much of the mindset you've got to make a little bit of money off a bottle share, because you've got to kind of support yourself to buy those beers again and continue and keep getting more and more of them.
I mean,
you at least say you've got to buy something on draft or something for.
Yeah, but I mean, I think from the consumer point of view, though, is they just see the variation in prices generally, and it's like that's what they're looking at. They don't know about business rates, blah blah blah, variation, and that. They just look at the price of what they're buying.
Yeah,
and they'll brush over the business rate part, which I kind of understand to agree.
Well, when you're a consumer, if you look at it from a consumer point of view, you don't take any of that on board because you don't give a fuck at that exact moment, do you? You might look on it later and say, well, okay, well, they had all their lighting and
yeah. But it's just
all that shit staff costs and
but that's
But you're still like, fuck! I just paid fucking £6 for that.
You are looking at, if you're as a consumer, you're looking for the best price possible you can get it at.
Yeah, Well, I'm not necessarily looking for the best price. I'm looking for the fairest price where everybody wins. I'm more than happy to pay the fairest possible price.
No, it's not my. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people aren't. They're looking for the cheapest.
Yeah, well, that's what we were saying about Camera, wasn't it? Where they're saying every cask should be £3.20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And actually, that's not how it works in the slightest.
That just all feeds into the say that the bottle or can market in bottle shops or whatever. It's all the same kind of thing. It's but whatever.
Well, I mean, you look at little bottle shops, and the amount of stock they actually hold is actually crazy.
Too much, really.
And they don't shift it. They shift the best sellers and everything. Then they're left with all this other.
If you can't shift stuff, then eventually you're going to become a cropper because of it.
Yeah.
There's I think a lot of places. It's probably not really thought of too much by breweries, but a lot of places kind of get fucked over by best before dates. And I know that there's a place up here, near here. I haven't actually been into it yet. They're called Candid Beer. So they're it's little. It's not quite a bottle shop, not a bar. It's more like a community-based thing, and it's a little bit fucking weird. And I don't think it's going to work at all. But they do have a lot of pretty decent beers on. So recently they've gone and bought loads and loads of stock in. They've gone and bought loads of nice new stock in. Peter as Prime Minister, I can't fucking wait.
I just had to put that on. Thanks for that, Chris.
Yeah.
Check out his channel, by the way, if anyone's new. Off the 10th does some fantastic reviews, and when he goes out on boats and stuff like this, and does the kind of like
tops off beer reviews.
Yeah, it's check him out. He's awesome. Pretty cool.
Nips out beer reviews.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Does some great stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. But yeah, so I think Candid Beer is good example. They've gone and bought loads and loads of beer, which is in 2-3 months is going to all go out of date, and it's decent stock, but they just don't have the ability to shift it. They just bought too much, and I think that's a thing with a lot of places. They just kind of over order because that's what there's demand there for 1 or 2 cases, so for 1 or 2 beers. But when you have to order like a case at a time, just to
it seems to be the thing is like they've got bottle shops almost have to be saying, "I've got this is the new delivery."
Yeah.
So this delivery day, look at all this shit, and it's like, oh, okay, but if you have that every fucking week, who's buying that much beer?
Yeah. I just know at our shop the amount of stuff we kind of chuck out is there's a lot of stuff that we can. It's not so much chuck out; it's more that I end up fucking drinking it. But it's just a lot of stuff every single week. There's at least like 3 boxes of stuff. Yeah. It's fine if it's spirits because someone drinks it out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink boxes of fucking mouldy beer for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you do, Harry.
Yes,
you do. Come on.
You'll do it.
I'll do it. I've already done loads of it. It's like when the box came the other day when I had 9 cans of Rebel King inside. I was like, yes.
Because that goes out of date, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Those Imperial Stouts. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm absolutely melting. I'm going to grab a can of Rhiney.
Oh, a man after my own heart.
I don't blame you. I wish I bloody could.
I was going to say we could Rhiney. We could be like a 4-way Rhiney.
I don't have any Rhiney in the house at the moment.
Really? This is terrible.
I'm Rhiney-less.
Yeah. I'm out of Rhine. Yeah.
But this isn't bad for £1.50.
Really?
No.
Is it kept its?
It was canned. It was canned 4 months ago, almost to the day.
Yeah. It's the same with that other half beer I had.
Yeah.
It was still pretty.
Yeah, slightly different sort of ends of the market.
It is different, but it's still, it's in a can. I think that helps with any beer.
Oh yeah,
If you keep it right, I mean, there's a guy on Instagram that actually he gets all these real American hype beers, and he'll obviously have a few on the year. Some of these breweries do annual releases of certain beers, like from Other Half or from Treehouse or whatever, and he'll get that, and then he'll have 3 different versions of an IPA.
yeah. What from over the years, like a bit of a vertical.
Like 2 years or so, like 2 previous years and this year's current release. He'll open them all up, and then he'll try them, he'll review them all, and then he'll give a rating for every single one. And it's really surprising. I think it's Science Sunday, he calls it.
Yeah.
The guy actually won beer off on Instagram a few months back.
Okay. Yeah.
Guy from New York. And he does all these experiments once a week, and it's really fascinating to read. I forget his name now. I'll have to.
Is it that sort of side is quite interesting because obviously hop harvests. Oh no, that makes sense. Hop harvests.
Excellent.
Hop harvests differ from year to year and different conditions within the brewery when you're making that specific beer. All has impact, so it must be interesting seeing it. And obviously, you've aged it for a year or a couple of years, so there's lots of different parameters, isn't there?
He's obviously drunk shitloads of these beers when they're fresh, but if you access to these beers and keep a few back and do experiments, it's that's really I find that really interesting.
Because I was talking to Fergus from Adnams, and he said if you actually tried, so say you tried fresh Ghost Ship from 2015, as in when it was brewed in 2015, not aged, and you tried it now, you'd actually be able to pick out the two, because he says it changes actually so much throughout the year, but the consumer doesn't notice because it's all incremental, little changes because of the hop harvest they've brought that's been that year or anything like that. So that side of it is quite interesting to see how beers stack up.
Yeah, but a lot of the beers he tries is over 2 or 3 years. They've not changed a hell of a lot, and it's wow. And they're all this drink fresh business. It's
yeah. Well, I think drink fresh is because there's not always the optimal way of storing that beer. That's where the drink fresh thing has come from, hasn't it?
Yeah. No, but it's just interesting when there's not been that much difference between
Harry's changed his shirt.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that.
He's got his Riney shirt on.
He's gone, lads.
He's got his.
He's went like that.
His shoulders out.
The incredible Riney.
This is how to England. Yes.
I said to Jake earlier, you get a Birmingham City shirt you can tuck in your waistband.
And then carry around with me for the rest of my life.
See, your current outfit, you need really excessively red raw shoulders, though.
Yeah, I do.
What, do you mean these?
No, you're not red.
No. Well, the arms are red. The shoulders are white.
Yeah, anything that's unprotected on me is kind of blue.
You see veins.
I've got a nice beer and food pairing of Mitai on the side, which is like a giant Florentine, is all I can describe it as.
Florentine.
Made with peanut and pistachio. Gorgeous.
Oh, you posh bastard.
And I was going to get some Monster Munch in a minute, but...
Riney's a decent beer.
It is. It's brewed using only the finest ingredients.
Who brews it? What's the brewery?
We'll never know.
Brewed using only the cheapest ingredients.
Yeah, but within the Reinheitsgebot.
Yeah.
Specially produced for Aldi.
By whom? That's the mystery.
Yeah.
I've never Googled it.
Not on Untapped. I'll look on Rate Beer. Right.
I think it's a cost per enjoyment ratio is where
Yeah.
that benefits that beer.
It's ranked 645 out of the German Pilsner style and 43,525th overall.
So on it's got a 15 rating on Rate Beer.
Oh, brauhausrheinbach.de found
That's
the
crazy.
website.
Oh, it's better than that.
So you got a 15 on Rate Beer.
That's
So-
yeah, but Rate B, do you go by that?
It's saying it's on. No, I'm reporting the news. I'm not.
Click to enable Flash Player.
It says unknown origin.
Oh no, it's a mystical beer.
It's brewed by Rheinbach. Rheinbach is a brewery.
Rheinbach,
I
yeah.
think it is. You know.
It's on a horrible German.
Well,
website.
don't. Isn't there the Rheinbacher Weiss beer as well that they do in Audi? Isn't that a Rheinbacher beer as well?
Audi. A-U-D-I.
Audi. Yeah, like the car. Is that?
The drink drive range.
Audi, innit?
Sorry, Aldi.
Yeah, it's got
I'm Southern. I leave whole syllables out of words. That's just how it works. Like water.
yeah, my mate's from.
Drink some water. You don't drink water. You drink water.
Pale ale. It's always massively insane.
The name Rheinbach stands for excellent
Darth
beer
Valar.
enjoyment and cozy hospitality.
Oh. Sorry, Harry.
The name Rheinbach stands for excellent beer enjoyment and cozy hospitality.
They have big words, those Germans. Big words.
According to the purity, so they keep all natural ingredients such as minerals and vitamins B1, B2, B6, B13, and B12.
B12?
Yeah.
Isn't that can't you get B12 injections? Isn't that people who are lacking gets a B12 injection?
It's just vegans.
Just a load of people lacking just drink Rhiny. I'm B12 deficient.
You can get it in 1 litre returnable bottles or 2 litre.
Where are they based, Harry? We've got to make a visit. Book the tickets. I'll pay you back, I promise.
They're from abroad.
Abroad.
It's
Germany.
It's in Germany, but I can't translate because it's all in German.
Okay, another beer.
Brewery
Why not?
I love if you turn up there, it's just a massive Audi distribution center. Just like churning it out. Those English boys, they love it.
Oh, there you go. Brauhaus Rheinbach, Wilhelm Splatz. It's a microbrewery, apparently. I don't believe you.
That means Wilhelm Place. Splats.
Splatz. It's
Flat.
it's
That means flat.
it's in a city or town called Rheinbach, which isn't too far from.
Which Audi brought in 2017.
Not too far from Cologne. Can you find Rheinbach in Cologne?
They didn't like it, but you have to get
They imported it to the English. The locals hated it.
listen. Say what happened.
I'd go there.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the only way that I found it, but I don't think it's right.
No,
I don't
doesn't sound
believe
right.
it.
It don't sound right.
Rheinbach at Aldi shortage. Uh-oh.
Yeah, always is.
Well,
Okay.
well, maybe we've got the last few cans here. So I never struggle to get cans, but
No.
Different places.
yeah.
No, never had cans around here. I found cans once.
Oh, really?
Because they're always fucking on it, aren't they? Cheap
Yes,
cans.
everyone's gone.
Fucking cheap.
$2.99, can't pass it. Well, I remember when like cheap beer in Audi was like Brasserie or like Galahad.
Yeah.
Galahad was like
Galahad, yeah.
See, I think I want to do. It will be a waste, sadly. I do want to do a even if we were all together, it'd be preferably if we were all together, do a big old tasting of Stubbies.
Stuff. Like was it like Cote de France and all that sort of thing?
What Peter does is like his trash beer like tasting. But I want it just to be Stubbies.
Brasserie. When I was like 16
You're
years
gonna
old,
film it
a 10-pack of Brasserie from Aldi was my go-to, and I would hammer that in a night,
And not feel pissed.
and then I'd go to indie night and dance to Joy Division, and think I was so cool. I was like, I know this song. It's like, well, no one else does. So you just go over there.
I want to find all the supermarkets, all the cheap ass fucking
Saint Etienne. Is that the,
Oh,
is that the
yeah.
Sainsbury's one?
We'll get them
No,
all.
that's Aldi as well.
Who will get if we did that?
Nah.
Next meetup. Actually, next
Well,
meetup is go for a tour of the Carlsberg factory.
Reading, those guys have been planning Reading anyway, and now your nearest like serious beer town's Reading anyway.
We're thinking about that for quite a while.
Talking about that, yeah. Need Elusive to sort out their tap room.
Elusive, I'll say Siren. Sorry,
I think Siren will welcome us.
Mhm.
I know a couple of people at Siren. And they've always been really.
I'll speak to Ian next week as well.
What? However,
Yeah.
He's got an issue with me though, hasn't he? Because he thinks I don't like his beer.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell him to sort out his
Andy
fucking cans
told
as well. If I had Umbridge with Siren's cans, Wild Weather's cans takes it to a new level.
And Andy were like, it's because he don't like kettle sours. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm not buying your beer. It's all you've got on is kettle sours.
Yeah.
I don't like kettle sours unless it's brick.
I love kettle sours. I don't want to drink them all the fucking time.
I do. I do.
I don't.
No, I like it.
Yeah. Their artwork is something else though.
It's better than it was.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Wild Weather can. Again, they're one that's fallen off the radar for me. I used to see Wild Weather cans in quite a few places.
But then it's like, my preferred. I definitely want to do Elusive and Siren. They were my things, and then Double Barrel.
Yeah.
I'd like to go and see what Kevin's doing over at New York.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd be very happy to have us.
I think the Wild Weather can design is like the Comic Sans of the graphic design world.
It's it is well executed. It might not be what I like, but it's well executed.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's just all opinion, isn't it? Cheers, cunts. From Lee Russell there.
I heard Lee Russell's going to start reviewing beer again.
Oh. I like how there was a comma. Grammatically correct. Cheers, cunts.
I want him to start reviewing cold meat pies.
McDonald's.
Cold, I think it should be like a tribute channel to like Simon's channel.
And the theme tune is Cold McDonald's. Oh, I only have to listen to that like every day. Every nursery rhyme that's ever existed, I have to listen to about 5 times a day. You haven't got that pleasure, Harry, yet, but you'll get there.
I never have it. So I was with my brother all day, and he's got 2 little ones. One's like, I think 5 and 3, but approaching 6 and 4. I just know that I never want children.
They are funny though. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
They're
funny.
really fucking funny.
Just can't fucking look after themselves. Like,
No, you have to look after them. That's the one thing you have to look after them. Make sure they don't die. That's my goal every day. Is make sure my children aren't dead, and then I'm happy.
Look after themselves. Just like, feed your fucking self. Oh
No,
I don't like this food.
Oh, Ronnie's out.
Sorry, child. Or cook something else. Don't have to cook. Your fault. That's learn to fucking cook.
Yeah, I don't think you should be a dad, Harry.
No, it's the worst father ever.
Yeah, just cook your fucking own food.
Cook your own. Don't like this shit.
There's the deep fat fryer. Slap something in it. Take it out.
Learn. Just turn everything off. Learn. Just do something. Start eating fucking dog food. It's fine by me.
Nutrition.
You'll realise it is shit, and I'm better at cooking than you are.
Where's Craig gone again? Craig's like spent like
It's probably going to get his Trillium out of the out of the fridge, or it's Riney because Craig's never reviewed Riney.
I thought I should drink this opposed to some more Siren. I've got a bunch of beer in the fridge. There's a lot of mystery beers in the fridge for other people tomorrow. But there's not much beer in there for me.
Already wrapped, or is it going to be a quick wrap job?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not that, but I'd like to do that. Let's see what time I wake up. I might do it on train. Yeah. I'm doing... Actually, it would have been one more, actually. It would have been... it would have been 5.
That's quite a good swap, though. That's quite a good number of videos.
There's 3 people actually who bring me beers, and I can only get them to 2 of them because he didn't tell me. He was giving me one until like about 7:30 today, so and I can't get one for him today. But I've actually got what me and Peter were doing two for 2, but he's actually getting 3 because 2 of his beers are a bit cheaper. But,
Oh, what? Just make up for it.
Exciting beer situation.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be good. I think I've got some good ones for Peter. I think it'll test him.
He needs a good testing every now and again. He needs to stretch his legs.
Just needs kind of Riney and then
I think I've already done that. No, I did that last time. I gave him, not last time, but first time I gave him a Keller Pils and a Riney.
I bet nothing got into his head more.
No, he fucking nailed him.
No, I didn't see that. I saw the Keller Pills one, actually. I didn't see the Riney one. I must have missed that. But I saw he nailed the Keller Pills one.
Yeah.
I'm going to search for that. I'm going to watch his Riney. His Riney episode.
I'm sure it was. So it was a cheap one. I got the Keller Pils. 2 lagers.
Oh, Harry's doing some ASMR there.
I got some other beers as well. I got him some sour, some smoked beers. Yeah, today when I were out looking, it happens you were online at the time. There was Schlenker's Krausen, which I've never seen.
No,
I don't even know what it is.
No, you only see the sort of the usual suspects, don't you? Really?
Yeah, I don't even know what that one is. But so I got.
Was it smoked as well? Was it?
I took a picture. Like, do you want one of these? And I'm like, yeah. I've only ever heard people talk about it.
It's mythical.
Special, another smoke beer, Spezial Reich beer. It is supposedly a little bit more funky, a bit more kind of ratty than the average Brauerei Spezial in Bamberg. So you're gonna get a bit of smoke fest in the future. Yeah.
can't fucking stand Roush beers.
Oh, I like him. I do like him. You know,
I do like him. I just like that they are so different. There's nothing quite like him.
Not just have my channel all about just hoppy beers. I do try.
Do a Roush beer only channel.
Rogue scene.
Like saying,
Just you do everything is smoked. Everything that you eat.
We had a Bursell young lambic supposedly with Lapsang Souchong.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was just really fucking TCP.
Oh, really?
Really, really unpleasant.
Yeah.
It wasn't. There were no tea in that. It was just fucking just massive loads of fucking peated malt. It's fucking horrible.
That's one of my worst like off flavors, I think. Is like TCP. Yeah, it's so off putting because it's just too medicinal, way too off putting.
Well, you mean, but with certain kind of like smoked malt, you will get.
Yeah, I've got a bottle of fucking where is it? Yeah, I've got a bottle of Yeasty Boys.
Oh, that would be nice.
Xerex, and that is TCP, and I've had it for like 2 years because I tried a bottle of it at tasting. They gave me a bottle of it, and I was like, yeah, I'll just take that because it's fucking rough. It's like nail polish. That's a cool label. It's like 2 T-Rexes interlinked. But I'll save that if anyone ever wants to do an off flavour.
It's not an off flavour. It can be.
Yeah, I think that one is.
Diacetyl is a desired flavour.
Yeah.
In every beer. Every cask ale.
Well, yeah, not necessarily an off flavour, but if someone wants to know what TCP tastes like in a beer, that's the beer to try.
It's like with whiskey, isn't it? Really, I mean, if you certain types of whiskies are really TCP forward.
I do quite like peated whiskies, but like sometimes they can get a bit. Again, it's all in like moderation. It's like a nice little taste of it.
Yeah,
it's fine, but I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy a bottle of it.
Yeah, not a fan of peated whiskey at all.
Me neither.
Just can't take. I love, doing a fire with peat, having a fire with peat, and just normal peat smoke, but drinking it. No.
No, I agree.
Prefer a sweeter. Yeah, just not a fan of that at all.
No, it's just too medicinal. What's enjoyable about that?
Yeah, it's just I've got some downstairs as well. I had a little taster of one yesterday because I was just when I came here when I moved back home, I put all my whiskies and stuff all to the back of one shelf. Unfortunately, quite a few of them are like homebrew whiskies, and just completely unlabeled. So I just kind of had a taste test on them to see exactly what was what, and had a taste extravaganza last night, and some of them were pretty awful.
Oh, really?
I found that lychee wine as well. I found out exactly what it is, and I think that's going to be something that'll do it on probably Friday night. A bottle of lychee wine.
That'll do it.
I mean, that'll get me completely annihilated. It says 13%. It's not. It's more than that.
40, like 38.
Sorry, guys. Just doing just doing reviews.
I'm going to say you're on the posh stuff now, are you?
No, I'm drinking 2 beers from the Big Smoke Brew Toad.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Just that can, not that can. There you go. Turn it around. Can we do it? There we go. I've done it. Yeah. Not bad. They're okay. Nice to try.
Long enough for 2 okay beers.
Yeah.
4 minutes. That's 4 minutes, 2 reviews.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm not quite as bad as Peter, but I'm
22-minute review.
30 minutes the other day.
Nah, just I was getting
Something an episode of Coronation Street, is that?
Whatever, something like that. I remember the tune from my childhood. So
Sounds like a cat's dying.
yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Here's what
Rob,
it is.
have you had much from Turning Point? I think it is.
Yeah.
Some stuff from Turning Point, but not much.
Yeah, I was curious because you had a couple the other day. I saw.
Yeah, I had two yesterday, and
Pretty mediocre.
yeah, there was one thing that really pissed me off with their cans was that the imagery. So on one, the imagery was really really crisp on the picture. It was really really crisp and detailed, but then the text was really really blurry. And it just annoyed me. And then on the other one, the text was really really clear, and then the image was really really blurry. And it just
Have you had your eyes tested or?
well, my first cans, yeah.
Fucking ropey designers they're working with.
Your eyes are fucked, man.
That was relatively early in the session.
You
As
still
well.
got them, semi-photographs. I'll make some cash out of it.
Yeah.
Proving that their designers are dog shit.
It was a juicy pale and then a standard pale or something like that.
Oh,
It is what it is. It's really fucking average.
what you drinking now? What the fuck is that?
Ooh.
What are you drinking?
Well, I thought I'd just dig something out from the cellar there because I want something just a bit different. So it's the Spencer's Trappist Ale that I've had for fucking ages.
Nice and hot.
Yeah,
Hot
nice
ale.
and hot, nice and tepid.
Hot
You'll have to
ale.
you'll have to tell me what it's like. I'm in suspense.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! It's lively.
Oh my god, I missed it.
It's lively.
That's me.
Wrong one.
Wrong
Well-
one. You
It takes your shoulders as opposed to.
I regret it. I regret it now, instantly.
I regret it completely.
Yeah.
Warm ale.
My crotches.
room temperature.
A little bit less, but about that.
Nice. Oh well.
I'm probably about 3 years old at this point. But I mean, if that's how it reacted, it could have been close to doing that by itself.
Yeah, so at least it was controlled.
At least it's on my lap and not on the floor.
It's not on your laptop.
Oh, I mean, that would have just been fucking.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, and then the missus comes in like, "What have you been doing?"
Yeah.
That's like-
Why do we have to buy a new laptop now?
It was the tea, it was the beer.
Right. I'll see you in a sec. I'm gonna go change my trousers.
Do it live. Do it live.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, beers like that you've got to keep in the fridge. I don't know if he seems to have got it off the shelf, and it's been a bit warm lately. So that's what I was saying to Paul about one of the beers he got recently. I said, you got to put that in the fridge, man. I think the beer with Brett he had. It's like I know he likes his oven storage beers at like 180 or whatever.
I tried doing that yesterday. So
Yeah.
I had quite a few beers yesterday evening, and I just thought, what, for a nightcap, let's just grab something. Basically, I've got like a box of beers, and it's normally I keep ales on the side. I wouldn't bother putting them in the fridge, and I poured it out, and it was like, this is actually hot.
Yeah, I think when it gets to the level of temperatures, or it's not hot for people who are in like California or
because they got fucking aircon.
or Denver. Yeah, but
We're
even-
like a third world country in heat.
yeah, we are rubbish in anything extreme. If it's cold, the roads are fucked. You can't get anywhere. There's half an inch on snow on the floor.
Everything's
We're
fucked.
bollocks. We're bollocks.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, it's like we had 100 degrees or whatever, and there's cancellations at airports. You can't. There's overcrowding on trains because they're having reduced service. It's too hot. And it's like power cables are fucking falling off and setting fires on. It's like, what, really?
So actually do know about the shit with the trains. Why the trains are fucked? It's because
the rails and stuff like
yeah,
that.
and the fact that they're only they're only expected to work up to 30 degrees with the expansion joints. Because they've been going well over 30 degrees on the expansion joints, that they can't run the trains to a normal speed. At the same time, like bus replacement services, where the fuck are they?
It's like, I don't know. It just, people lose their shit though, don't they? It's like, for fuck's sake. It's like, would you just want to die then, or just get all these people who are moaning, put them on the fucking train, and just do like, okay, go full speed.
Yeah.
No driver, because it's nothing to do with them. Do you know what I mean? Have it automated, and then if there's something,
I'd literally just like go drive into Birmingham, for example, get a fucking container, fill it full of people, drive it back out of Birmingham. Simple.
You're moaning about your safety. Oh, I've got to be somewhere. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to get there alive or not?
Yeah.
I just don't. People losing their shit over stuff, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's bad enough being in these places anyway, when there's shitloads of people. It's like,
yeah. The one thing I can't imagine is what's the fucking tube like?
Oh,
oh man, it must be awful.
It's bad enough on a cold day. So
it is.
It's just, nah, not for me. It's just bad. And people say, why don't you move to London? It's like,
tube.
Do I really need to explain myself?
Do I need to pay double for everything?
Double for everything. Just ramos every tube train. And then people, man, it's so hot in London. It's like, well, you live in a city, you get urban heating when it's really hot.
London's a great place. London's a great place to visit. It's also a great place to leave.
It's an awesome place to visit, but spend my life there?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I live an hour outside it by train.
Yeah, I live 20 minutes from here, and I've got the sea 10-minute walk away.
And that's as close as I'd probably want to live to it.
Yeah, and
if I want to go there, I can just go there.
I'm 10 minutes away from sea breeze and stuff, and yesterday it was 34 degrees here, which is bonkers. It's just absolutely nuts.
Do you know what? That had that initial craziness when I opened it, but now it's like,
looks nice.
Calm down. It's a down. Well, I mean, it just tastes like a Belgian trapper sale, really.
Yeah.
So we've
got 5 viewers in the viewings. I can't be bothered to write. What are we drinking? Anyone drinking at the moment?
Ronnie.
Yeah. I know there's one or two from Canada, so it might be coming into your prime drinking kind of time. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Let us know what you're drinking, if anything. Yeah, I'm in it for the long haul tonight. I'm gonna have a few more and get. I'm gonna leave this post up as well, which is weird. But yeah, a few photos to take. Being sad.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be up for a ridiculous amount of time because of Manchester tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to be in Stockport for 9. So.
Oh.
So I've got to leave it at 7:30.
You're right. You'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll take some train beers. It's a super chill meeting. It's literally just discussing someone just
train beers.
Train beers before my meeting. That's the way I fucking roll.
Just getting up.
6 a.m. Ronnie time.
6 a.m. Yeah. breakfast now.
Rhine time. I sometimes get the train at 6:30. Rhine time.
Perfectly normal in these parts, don't you know?
Rhine time. Craig just did his own line right now, isn't it?
Excellent. Yeah. I'm actually prefer the both of these beers are kind of real sessionable, crushable. This one's quite a weird one. Cold Spark Citra with Lactose. I keep getting the ABV wrong when I've done the actual review, which is I keep calling it 6.3% because that's generally what I kind of do.
Yeah.
36, isn't it?
Yeah, 36%. Yeah,
36%.
3.6. It's actually not bad. I actually preferred slightly this one. We'll see the review soon. Anyone who's watching after the Electric Eye Pale Ale. I thought it was a slightly better beer, but two from the same brewery. I've not had their beers before. Yeah, not bad. It's nice to try and kind of deal, you know. Rob's gone then. Okay then. Bye.
Bye, Rob.
Yeah. That's nice. So I might open the chat up, the thing up to other people. Yeah, all these all
The
other
other
people.
people.
I'm going to open it up to more weirdos.
Can we invite Ronald?
No,
McDonald.
no, he's busy.
He's busy on his own live stream.
Are you strumming? Oh my God. If you can play it wrong, I'll be very appreciated. Not that I'm gonna. Yeah, he got a strike. That's okay. No, carry on. I don't care. Have one with me.
I'll get my harmonica out in a minute. That's when the real shit happens.
Have you got any? Do you write any of your own music? That'd be better.
That was it. I invented that riff.
All right.
You've never heard that anywhere before.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
I invented this one as well, really.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No one's ever done that. And then I invented this one as well. That was all me. So there you go.
The Rhinebacker
That's
band.
all right.
Yeah.
Rhinebacker band.
The Rhineback Street Boys.
Yes. Everybody.
Yeah.
Craig knows.
No, I've no idea. Never heard it before in my life.
Rock your Rhiney right.
Jesus wept. Sorry for any religious people out there, but he did.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sweating like anything now.
And also just sorry for any religious people out there.
You
I'm not.
evil.
I say it.
You said it.
I did it. So I'm just trying to. My
This is so
chair is
warm sitting on
falling
there.
apart. Yeah, my chair is falling apart in this heat. All the kind of like on the arms of the chair, it's all flaking up and it's sticking to me.
It's got the leather
Weird.
dandruff.
Yeah, it's kind of like odd. You get these blacks, kind of flaky, kind of plastic or whatever it is. It's so hot that it's actually coming off and sticking to my arms on it. Weird. That's how warm it is.
I'm sitting in a furry beanbag. It's warm everywhere.
It's definitely very warm. So, how's that beer, Jake? In the end,
It's not bad.
how would you?
I mean, it's caramelly, brown bread. A little bit. Well, it's a little bit lively, a little bit effervescent.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting. I was going to do like a comparison review of that and the English Trappist beer.
Oh, the Tint Meadow. What time?
Yeah,
Meadow.
I've still
I'd say they're two really different beers. Then, yeah, brewed very differently. I'd say.
I mean, it's the same kind. I think it's the same kind of style. I can't remember now.
Well, I think they call it Trappist ale, but obviously that can be a lot of different stuff depending on the Tint Meadow's a lot darker.
Yeah,
that's quite an ambery sort of.
Yeah, malt kind of. I mean, I've had the Spencer. I had that earlier in the year when I was away in Madeira, and I thought it was quite an interesting beer. It was bloody expensive though, which is the only kind of downside to.
It's good. I wouldn't say it necessarily stacks up to like the Belgian Trappist breweries, but I'd say it's different because that's the thing. You sort of get caught up in what you think it should be, but actually it's quite a nice sort of honey, brown bread, sort of malt forward beer with a bit of spice in there, really.
Yeah, no, it's just do that. Yeah, it'd be nice to just try these beers. I mean, I will eventually get the Spencer one as well and do a like side by side. Maybe with one kind of classic, maybe do a free beer review, like maybe do a live kind of thing with it. Just to, I think it'd be quite interesting just for shits and giggles more than anything else. Just see how they kind of work. Now these two breweries outside of Belgium have been recognised as official kind of Trappist breweries. So, well, I know the English one is. I'm not too sure about I guess the American one is. Because there's not many, is there? There's like 12 or whatever it is. So maybe it's 14 now. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 14 now because there's some in Holland.
Yeah,
one in France.
Le Trappist, which I've got a glass here, funny enough.
Yeah.
I picked up for like £1.50. Boom. Which is one of my. I actually really love their beers. I remember drinking them during the like mid 2000s and thinking, I was actually drawn to those more than some of the Belgian beers. Really nice. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Right, let me just post this nonsense here and see if anyone is around.
It's funny because it really, as soon as I opened it, it gushed over the top, but now it's calmed completely down. Normally, it just keeps like frothing.
Yeah, once that.
I think it just needed to release that, like.
Yeah, once that kind of like initial burst gets out of the bowl, it does calm down. But how much do you have left? Did you lose much from it?
Oh no, didn't lose much at all. I've had a full glass of that, and I've still got some in the bottle. So I think it was just the froth. I mean, because like where I keep it, this room's pretty cool, even though it's been hot, and it's kept in a pretty cool space, but it was still pretty lively.
No, it's cool. I'll just put that there. So I'm just looking at that website. I'll have a look at that later. Harry, I know you sent it ages ago. We have a comment.
The old Brauhaus.
We've got a comment that's come up. Fox Farm. From Matt. How you doing, Matt? Hope you had a good weekend the other day. I think I mentioned it the other day, but yeah, I'd love to have gone to that for sure. Would have been awesome to actually gone out there, but yeah, maybe the weather would have killed me. But it's been like 100 degrees yesterday. It's a bit cooler today, but yeah, hope that all went well for sure. I want to see some of Joe's footage, and obviously you've done some more. I saw your first one, Treehouse Beer. That was pretty damn cool. Good review. Go check Lee Russell out as well. Lee Russell and Matt from Massive Beer Reviews. Check them out. They're in the comments. Click on the logo, takes them to their website or their YouTube page and sub them. you're stupid if you don't. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. What was you talking about? Just sorry, waffled on.
Just the usual bollocks, probably.
Yeah, no, that's completely normal. That's unacceptable at this stage of.
Yeah. Well, as we're the LCBF boys here.
Yeah. LCBF crew. And
Lickaboof, as I like to say.
look,
Yeah.
I reckon we need to take just a case of Rhiney each.
Take it in with us and drink that exclusively. We've paid our £50 all-in ticket.
We're going to do our own festival. We'll
Yeah.
do the Rhiney festival.
Compare every beer to
This
a
is
100ml pour of Roni.
This is not as premium as this ale.
But the beer list is just crazy for LCBF.
Oh yeah.
Not the beer list, the brewery list. Sorry, I haven't even seen the beer list.
I haven't
But
even
the brew-
looked.
Are you?
Have you not looked at
What
the brewery
time-
list, Harry?
No.
Look at it. Look at it now.
Oh,
And let's talk about it because
What time are you thinking of arriving? Do you think you're going, Harry, or not?
Yeah, so I'm definitely coming. So I'm getting a train down. It's a bit also. I've managed to wangle it, so I'm getting a train down from Brum, at whatever time. I haven't organised what train I'm getting yet, but and then I'll get a train in the evening back to kind of like Swindon way. So like I'll probably get a train back to Pewsey, which is about an hour away. Well, it's an hour train, and it's about 15 minutes from my house, my new house. So basically, my moving date is on the 10th. But I was just like beer festival. So
yeah.
so yeah, my mum and dad are like moving my stuff down, and I've got something in the morning anyway, which I need to be at in Atherstone. So it was just like, Atherstone's on the way to London. So yeah, I'm definitely coming either way.
So do you reckon you'll meet me and Craig there, or
I can be down there for 11. Well, what time does the festival start? 11.
half 11?
11, yeah.
We'll
We'll be in the queue, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll probably meet you at like 10 at Euston.
Okay, cool. Well, because I probably get into 10 at Liverpool Street.
Yeah.
I can meet you at Euston, then we'll go and meet.
Yeah.
Because I'm just down the road from Euston, so
Yeah.
we will be like, it doesn't take long to get from Euston to Liverpool Street, so
Yeah.
we can all join up.
Yeah.
Have you frozen or have you fallen asleep?
Me.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, okay. No, that's all right.
My internet's dropped out.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought it was mine. It was just your stream. That was
I literally saw the bars on my internet go boop 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 boop. Anyway, so what's happened? Who we showing?
I will meet Harry at Euston when he gets in. Because you come in at the same time, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, I can always, depending on how you can get from Euston to Tobacco Dock, I can either meet you there or you can meet me on the way.
We've got a little bit of time, so we can plan the route and what's kind of best.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll probably meet Harry and then we'll go from there because it's like.
I'm like halfway between Euston and Tobacco Dock, so.
Right. Yeah. I think we should get there as soon as we can.
Yeah.
If there's something in the area that we could perhaps go to.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
We'll just go after though, won't we? If like.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that. I'm not fussed.
Yeah.
There'll be not much open there'll be one or two places open at 10, but yeah.
Yeah. Look, have you looked at the brewery list, Harry?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now.
It's pretty fucking good.
Firestone Walker, Finback. That
Let me
Cascade shouts out at me.
Well, even like Sierra Nevada, what is Sierra Nevada going to bring?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to like.
What's Beavertown going to bring?
Heineken. Oh, no, I mean, they'll just bring their own beers.
Are they going?
Yeah.
Brewdog Jam.
Got good chemistry.
Yeah.
Affinity Brewco. Ale Song. Baskeland Brewing Project might be interesting.
Yeah, if they bring some of their imperial stouts,
Yeah.
they'll be good.
Try some Dig Brew.
Yeah, because you can't get any of that. So, well,
Okay.
if that's your last hurrah, you might as well get some Dig Brew, Harry.
Yeah, might as well get some. Get some Overworks maybe if it's anything different.
Well,
There we go.
Collective Arts, because what Craig's brought up here is that LCBF Faults thing. Collective Arts has like a huge space, so that's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that.
Here's the brewery list I'm showing for everyone because it's just like you do.
Doug is that's got to be on there.
Collective Art. That's going to be really interesting. Just to see.
So I think that top little row they have that bit. They have like a bigger section, and they do something slightly different.
Ooh,
so there's a bit more of an experience. The cask yard, Harry's going to be all over that.
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be great. They're going to have the 2019 vintage ale on cask. Apparently, that's what I found.
Yeah.
I feel a review.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty damn cool. I'm very interested to try Salt Beer Factory because I've never had anything from them.
Salt's good.
And then obviously I'm very intrigued to see what these guys bring because obviously I've got some great mates over that way, and I've tried a few of their beers for the last couple of years, and
it's cool that they're going to have a bigger space. So you think they're going to do a bit of an arty sort of exhibition type space, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right. And then going into the main kind of
that one that says Gritchy, that's Guy Ritchie's brewery.
Yeah, I've heard.
I don't know how good that's going to be because his films are a bit meh. So his beer's probably going to be a bit meh.
Let me just pull this up and what it wants to. There we go.
Gritchy, clever name, Guy Ritchie Gritchy.
So there you go. That's the SP on that.
We'll be bringing a bit of their landed pub.
Lord to the lander for the fucking festival. Come on, boys.
Great, but move along.
Yeah. Moving swiftly along.
Get into the guts of the.
I want to go to Dig Brew and see the Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I mean this is the guts of the. This is the guts of the festival, isn't it? So I mean, there's some interesting breweries there for sure.
Baskeland, Amazon and Baskeland jump out for me in that top two rows. Barrier is supposed to be really good as well.
Yeah,
Harry's probably had a Barrier of all his juice procurement.
I haven't had any Barrier yet.
But
after the festival, I will have them.
Cascade, they're pretty cool.
Some good chemistry as well.
Yeah. Duggars, I mean, look at that. Duggars, Evil Twin, Finback.
The fuck's Hackney Church, Bruco?
They're fairly new. Where is that? Where am I looking? Down the bottom somewhere.
By H.
Is it Funky Fluid? Are supposed to be quite a good Polish brewery, aren't they? Are they Polish? Funky Fluid?
Yeah, they are Polish. Yeah. So there
Foreign
we go.
Fluids.
It's a new brew pub based in the heart of Hackney, named after the parish church over the road. Like the church, they want to create a welcoming space that everyone can enjoy and gives
I think Vault City, because the way that went at Beer Central, I think Vault City we have to hit up first because that's just going to go crazy.
Yeah, but it's almost like similar to like Mills. It's like Vault City has that sort of mythical sort of status about it.
Yeah. I've got some Mills downstairs actually. Might bring it along for the.
This place is going to be hit. This place is, I'd say, out of that lot. That's what we
won't have to queue up for a beer as long as we're quite open about what we want, which I think all three of us are. We're not going to go queue up in a massive queue just for the sake of queuing up.
Yeah.
If people are queuing up for certain breweries' beers, then
I'd rather go to another brewery.
I'm not going to waste time.
Try some more Piala. I think Piala will be nice.
I ain't going to waste time and queue up for beer. Not happening. I don't care how good you are.
You've paid your money. Like you might as well, because like me and Craig are saying, we'll just get like if you don't necessarily want the full pour, just ask for a half pour, and if it's like a 17% beer, it's just like I just want to taste and go get the next one.
Yeah, so I mean, half acre for sure. That's
because I think it is like 100, 150 ml pours at this place.
Yeah. Mars Brow
This
is
is
just like lagers.
I'm interested by Electra out of Portugal. See what they're going to bring. I mean, their core range beers are If this is the beers they are bringing, I mean, I've already had all these beers.
You got to think they would bring something a little bit extra though, aren't they? They might bring a few core range. They might bring a few, but you'd think they'd bring a couple.
If they're bringing this range, these load of beers, then I'll be a bit disappointed. They're all right, but I personally, with the beers that are going to be there, I wouldn't waste my time on them. That's just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But if they bring some other specialised stuff, I'll be more interested because they do some good barrel aged kind of barley wines and stuff like that. That'll be worth kind of having a try for sure. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they won't bring that kind of other shit. Just curious. What else we got? Yeah, Pressure Dry. I mean, these guys are good. They've done a great coconut. They've done a great coconut beer from France.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Probably Puffin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're from France. Oh, can't wait. Right. I've done something to this laptop and it seems to be playing up, but whatever. Yeah, French. Top of the French Untapped ratings, this brewery. So, yeah, I had they've done a coconut stout or something I had like last year. And it was awesome. So, I can't remember what beer it was exactly. I've got the bottle somewhere.
So, comparing themselves to La Goudal, it's a premium French brewery.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Well, the beer I had was pretty good, but I know there's some other good beers. But yeah, there's some...
hit some Lervig up. I reckon you can probably fit most of those breweries up, to be honest.
Well, I mean, Stoner there, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
And then there's Interborough and Finback, and then as well as all like the good English breweries like Northern Monk, North, Verdant. They're all there. Is Verdant there actually? Yeah, Verdant
Have some Wiper and True for a bit of fun.
But it's also about those like slightly more obscure beers you might just find on the day, isn't it? It's
two tribes as well.
I want to try Vault City for sure.
So we'll give Vault City a go if it'll be interesting what they bring in like keg form because I know the bottles like go like crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to try them. Obviously, Verdant. Obviously, we're going to try one.
I mean, even like Magic Rock could still bring like a good like bearded lady variant or Cannibal. Well, they're supposed to be bringing out Cannibal in the next couple of like weeks. So
Cannibal Run might be there at the festival.
Yeah, I've never had nothing from Stillwater before, so that'd be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if they've got the Action Bronson beer, I'll be getting a little taste of that because I fucking love that beer.
The Acton Bronson.
Acton Bronson.
It's the Tavernet version.
Yeah. So no.
It's gonna be fucking good. That's one of the best brewery lineups I've ever seen. I've ever seen at a because you've got every major like English big hitter, as in terms of like Wylam, Verdant, all that sort of stuff.
Magic Rock.
I thought they were there. Or maybe they're not.
Can't see them.
I
don't think.
Fuck them.
No.
Oh, fuck you, Dare.
Yeah, you got Burnt Meal.
There's plenty to be getting on with. I mean, it's just Burning Sky. I want to try this.
Is it Burning Sky?
Yeah, there. I'm on it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I want to try that new grape beer they brought out, the grape skin beer, or whatever it is.
That had pigs Pigs,
Oh,
Pigs,
yeah.
Pigs from
Yeah. Didn't appeal
from
to me.
Northern Monk.
Was
That
that right?
was so fucking nice, so good.
Oh.
Do you remember, like, from back in the day? Do you remember gel pens?
Yeah.
Remember how much the
Like
smelly gel pens?
scented gel pens, yeah.
Yeah, it just smelled like a grape soda version of one of them.
Like
And I was
completely
like, "Oh, this
synthetic.
takes me back to the junior school." Yeah, it was so good, but it was like they had spent 100 liters of grape of grape puree, and then they had some like blueberry puree as well, which gave it like the grape soda flavor. It was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, because I suppose like a load of grapes would just be really watery. Like a grape
Yeah.
puree would be mega watery.
Yeah, but the blueberry, because grape soda is essentially blueberry as well. It's weird. It was so good though. I could have drank a whole keg.
A whole one.
One whole of the finest English kegs.
One keg, please.
Actually, it's 57 pints. Yes, please. I'll do it.
I've done it. I've done it.
I have in the past week.
Can you imagine doing that in one go? Jesus, no.
Yeah.
You would die.
I reckon I'd probably get about, because it was 7%, I reckon I'd get about 11 pints in and then start to feel ill.
Yeah, it's got to come back out at some point.
Yeah.
You can't just keep putting it in without any after effect.
I mean, you can keep putting it in.
Yeah. If it stays in, is another matter.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Having like a
It's
fucking
too-
purple poo. Purple vomit.
It's just starting to. Why do I need to just if someone writes something, then they write it. That's it. I've got to confirm if it's okay to whatever.
Oh, what the comments thing?
Yeah, I've got another laptop up there.
Well, there might be like a setting that you can say you can just allow every comment or whatever.
I'm just
When you weren't on, the comments were popping up.
yeah. I
When
was
you were like away review. Oh, you were putting them through, were you?
doing it. Yeah.
Oh, that's mystery solved.
Yeah. It's me. It was me.
That's you're on top of it.
I'm kind of doing a review and then
put that comment up.
Yeah, I had to put I think it was this one I put up.
Cheers, cunts. Yeah.
Cheers, cunt.
I love the comma. The
Leave it
comma
there.
is what makes it for me. Cheers, cunts. Because that means he's specifically calling us cunts.
Yeah, it's a little bit of grammar.
Yeah.
Grammar, and then there you go. Yeah, man. Perfect. I love it, Luke. Cheers. I wasn't on live myself, so obviously it didn't apply to me. So that's
No, exactly. You dodged that one.
yeah. I wasn't around, but I still put it up.
Well, what begs the question is, where do we go after LCBF? London's our oyster. Bastards.
Yeah, I think
Join us, Peter.
we should all go to
Where are
Tuesday.
Join us,
got the
you twat.
Come on, PM. You can join us.
If you can call us bastards, you can
Why
join
don't we
us.
just all leave here and join Peter? We'll find a way.
Yeah. Life finds a way.
It always does.
I'm joining you tomorrow, dear Peter boy. I think at some point in the day, whether you like it or not.
I don't know why. There's another comment that's not from Matt that's not coming up, so I can't show it.
It might have just been too racist.
I haven't read it completely. I just
Cheers, white cunts.
It's not that bad. No, Matt says drinking some bonkers shit from this brewery called Farm here in the States, a double haze and a barrel aged stout. So I don't. It's probably because he used the word. I'm trying to shit.
Yeah, but someone called a cunt and it came up. I did allow that, but I don't know why it's not come up on Shit
the,
is The word shit is just taking it too far.
Just,
Call us cunts all you like. Cunt, 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 cunt.
Demonetized.
well,
Well, that's just an excuse.
That's all the more reason to get on.
Just put a t-shirt on because I'm also stark bollock naked under my clothes.
Don't put anything on because some people might enjoy it. It will get more viewers.
well, yeah, I'll have no channel. What? Great.
Just one testicle. Just one.
No, I mean, I've been on shows where and things happen, and it's like, yeah, they just took it down. It's just like, I mean, it started to get that as soon as you start posting the link in the chat, and then it just got taken over by individuals
Nudists.
with like, yeah, it was hilarious, but
Naturists.
you can keep that on when they're spinning it around like that. It's a bit weird.
Helicopter.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, it's but yeah, it is. What if you put your chat link out in the stream, then
You got to expect weirdos.
you're asking for trouble, aren't you?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just
Somebody always wants to get their knob out in any walk of life.
it's just
Someone just wants to whip it out.
it's just dickish.
Exactly.
Right, folk, I've got to shoot off.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Have a good day drinking beer. I'll also have your meeting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, see you in a couple of weeks, man.
I mean, I might do another show later in the week,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
I'll probably do one. I'll probably be absolutely destroyed, but I might try and do one Friday.
If you do on Friday, we'll go on yours then. I'd like to do one a week, whether it's me or you. I'd like to keep it going.
Yeah.
So over the last few months, we've not done much, and it's like kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think everyone's just been fucking busy.
I know it's busy, and now
It's,
it's the holidays. If you've got kids and stuff, it's like, oh my god. So you're going to need some kind of release the next
Yeah.
week. So
I probably won't do my craft beer monthly until the 12th of August. Actually, no, I'll probably do it on the 16th of August just for ease. And then I'll reset it so it's actually on the first Friday of every week.
the thing with using this is if you're 10 minutes over your scheduled time, you can't go on that stream. You need to set another one up. So
Yeah.
I think in that way it's kind of good. If you set a time, you've got to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
Sam?
yeah, that's cool. I actually prefer this setup. I think it's really.
It's like a million times better than Hangout.
Yeah.
So.
Some people don't like it at all. It's like I
Really?
prefer this setup. It's like, well, no, it's just change, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, because one of the things that I didn't like about Hangouts was the fact where if someone made a noise, like fucking sniffing,
Or
their
farts.
face popped
Yeah.
up. But then when someone was actually talking, it then popped back to
Yeah.
their face, and then someone rustled their fucking crisp packet, and then it
Yeah.
jumped back to them. It's like,
Yeah,
whereas everyone
exactly.
just can just be on the screen, and it's fine.
Yeah, the only kind of I'd say negative so far that I've seen of this is you can only have like yourself and 5 other people.
Yeah,
I think
six people max.
That's
But
the
that's the free. They're giving that as a free option though. That's what you got to remember. If you want any more than that, you have to pay. You have to pay for it because they got to make money, haven't they? They're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart.
I don't think you increase that option if you pay. To be honest,
I think you can. I think you can have like loads of people if you pay.
No, but you can still. Yeah, but you can still have 7 people in like down below. You'll see if you ever go.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You can have people like waiting, can't you, to like queue up?
Like what they call a lobby or whatever, but they're still part of the chat. They can still comment on the chat, but you can swap people over from the actual main screen. As you can see, there's 3 of us on here.
Yeah.
So if there's 6, there's 3 others. So it's like 6, and you can swap people from the lobby and put them in. Say someone goes and does a review or something or whatever, you can just swap.
You just have to be a fucking tit waiting there until your time.
You can have up to 7 people that are off camera as well, which I find a bit. I kind of get it, but then it's a bit rude as well. If you know they've.
Well, I think as a freebie option, six people is more than enough, isn't it? Normally, in normal circumstances.
Yeah. I mean, but there's sometimes. Yeah. Sorry.
See you, Harry.
Take care.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's just kind of like interesting, I think.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking YouTube brought this bit of kit. Because it's like all set up, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it's kind of like I don't know how long the stream goes. I mean, we've gone over 3 hours now, but I don't know how long the actual stream goes on this. Is it 8 hours, or does it go further?
I don't know actually. What is it? I can find out. But the
great thing about this, it's got a timer on it. You can actually see how long you've been online, which is great. I don't care about how long. It's you finish when you finish. This is more of a kind of a general chat than a review or a little show like for an hour.
So what's the? They said there's no broadcast limits at the moment.
No. But
you
then
can have 6 people in the stream. Up to 10 people can enter the broadcast.
Yeah.
So you can swap people in and out.
Yeah.
Screen sharing.
Everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Everyone can do that.
It doesn't say about uploading. So I don't know if there is a limit on it.
I don't know. But it's just the general stream length. I know YouTube was 8 hours, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that kind of fit in with their kind of live streaming? I know we're on this. I guess it's probably down to this. You could probably go longer than 8 hours if you wanted. I'm not going to test it. I don't.
No. Just leave it running.
Yeah, just and wake up in the morning.
Go. You're still here, right?
I'm still going then. Okay. Then, yeah. But then I'll wake up and it's like there'll be like people chatting and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I've posted it, so yeah, we could just do a like no one on it at all on live stream.
See how many views you get.
See how many views I get with nothing. Yeah, that'd be quite amusing. There'll be someone who's watched the whole stream though.
Yeah, some weird.
Yeah, someone who's watching and fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then
especially on the keyboard, like slumped down.
Yeah, it's like. And then that'd be quite.
It's good. It's good. It's at least it solved the problem for now because they couldn't monetize the free thing and limit the people and whatnot. But at least it solved the problem of the whole Hangout thing for now.
It's an option. At the moment, I just want to try it, get used to it. If this becomes the main, it might not become the main kind of thing. But if it does, then I'm kind of getting the hang of it and shit like that. That's all this is about. The last sort of 4 streams in 2 days thing I've done. So
yeah, well, it's cool because I mean we could have just used the normal Hangout thing we've used, but we know that's going, so we might as well just try and get used to this. Yeah,
there's no point in just. I mean, we could have used it, but let's just see. What's
the point of using something you know is going to be obsolete in like 2 months?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not even that. It's what's the date today?
Nice.
It's like literally a few days.
Oh, I thought it was October. They said they're getting rid of it
next week.
Oh, was it? Oh, bloody hell! I thought it was October for some reason, but
it's next Wednesday will be the last day.
Oh well, good. This has come along.
So the trouble is, I mean, I generally join, Nick over at Maxwell Star. He does the Beer Analysis 101. You probably all know that anyway, but over in Canada. And so next Wednesday will be the last, I think it's the last show he's going to be doing on Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
But by the time he does the review, it's 1:30 in the morning for me. So will mine be will mine have stopped by then? Because it's, I don't know. It's just we'll have to see. We'll have to.
Oh, I see what you mean. Does your functionality stop? I assume it. I assume it stops in Google's time, which it would be in America.
Yeah, well, if
I
that's
assume it would, but
if that's the case, then fine. But I think they're doing a Polish beer. I can't pronounce the one we can get, the regular one. I can't pronounce
Tyskie.
Tyskie. I think it's Tyskie they're doing.
Yeah, Tyskie or Tyskie or however you.
Yeah, they're doing that. They're doing that lager. So so be sure to check that out. It'll be too late for most people over here, of course. Only idiots join that at that time. But yeah, so that'll be cool. But it'd be interesting to see if I can actually join it. They shut up for the UK, and that'll be a bit of a pain. But I need to find out. I don't want to stay up until like 1:30 in the morning, and then get to after 12 and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it just cuts out.
Yeah, it's like no, it's you've had it. That's it.
Yeah, as soon as you refresh your page, just like no, this does not exist anymore.
Yeah, just
they've taken it away from you.
Yeah, if they've done it on time difference, then yeah, that'd be quite amusing. But whatever. Have you finished drinking that?
Yeah,
Spence.
Just had the last sip. It was good.
Yeah.
It's different.
I really
try
enjoyed
fresh,
it.
but
Yeah, wow, yeah, I really enjoyed it when I had it early in January.
yeah, it was one of those beers that I brought at the time. I thought, oh, I'll buy that and I'll review it, and then I just never reviewed it. I brought other beers, and then all of a sudden I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. I think it was like, it must be 2.5 years I've had that beer.
Yeah.
So that must be why it was so potent.
Yeah, it wasn't in the fridge though, was it?
No, it was just in a box. In a box in here.
Yeah.
And it's like 26 degree.
Yeah, beers now. It's kind of...
Yeah.
You get to a point sometimes where you got to put them in that damn fridge.
Yeah, I've got most of my stuff in the fridge. I just have this like box of beer, which is all random shit. It's just like there's like KBS in there and all sorts, like just random stuff that I've collected over the years that I've just stuck in there.
I'd like to try this. Is it this year's KBS? Apparently, this year's KBS is supposed to be really banging.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, I've not been having any Founders beers for maybe a year and a half or so. Just mainly due to events at the brewery, shall we say. I'm not going to go into it, but
Yeah.
everyone's going to kind of know what I'm on about. I actually had a beer, not that I didn't purchase, it was part of the a beer tasting, and it was fabulous. It really was. I had Backwards Bastard a couple of months ago from 2017 vintage, and it was so good, so amazingly good. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to buy some of these beers at the moment, but I don't know what the latest is on that story.
I haven't heard of much update.
Yeah,
on it.
I'd like to know what the end result of that kind of thing was about.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time you hear the story and you don't hear much afterwards, do you?
What happened after? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of draw the line with shit like that. And as good as beers they are, and there's a ton of beers in the last year and a half that I'd love to buy and try, and they're going to be amazing. But it's like when you've got your principle, I don't care how good it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
You need to sort your shit out, and then I will buy shitloads of beer from them.
Well, it that sort
Until
of
I get positive stuff from certain people, some good friends that have been offended by it, and then they say then that's when I'll go ahead. But until then, and I haven't heard nothing, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It it permeates throughout those who are interested. Plus the people who aren't, where they're still
Don't
they're
care,
still
they-
making money,
yeah,
aren't
but-
they? Like,
I know some people don't care, and then it's like, okay, fine, it's more of a personal kind of point of view.
exactly, yeah, isn't it?
And,
It's up to you who you choose to patronise, isn't it?
fine with that. It's great, you know. It's just a personal
Yeah.
thing. It doesn't matter. You know, it's not kind of like I'm not forming any opinions if you buy them beers either or anything like that. It's just me. It's
No,
just-
exactly.
That's what I'm kind of getting at with that. But
Well, I think that's the best way to do it because you can only do what you want to do. It's same with like trying to reduce like plastic waste or the amount of meat you eat and all this sort of thing, isn't it? It's like you can only do what you want to do. Like you can try and influence other people, but like at the end of the day, as long as you're doing the actions you're comfortable with, that's all it matters about, isn't it?
I mean, getting back to the plastic issue,
Yeah.
you know, in the global seas and bloody blah. If it was that much of an issue, then all of these kind of plastics would be banned. You wouldn't be able to buy them.
Yeah. well, it's probably a lot of the businesses that use that sort of plastic.
Well, they need to be told then.
Exactly, yeah. But
it's
when
that-
you like Coca-Cola, I reckon you can try and fight it for a bit.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't have to be any particular company, but lots of companies use plastic. And I go into a cafe now where they have straws, but they're metal straws. I had
Cleanable like metal straws.
I had an iced coconut latte earlier, and it was just like so good. Like, it was just brilliant. You could have added Malibu or whatever. I was like, no, just give me it. It literally lasted like 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, that's finger straw. You can just
It was
just have it.
It was a metal straw. It was like, yeah, and it's like that works.
Yeah.
But it's just plastic bottles with like plastic bottled water and stuff like that, and all these things that they're saying about the microplastics in the sea. Everything's still available.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, well, you put it in front of people, people will buy it.
Yeah.
But then you have to think, well, I like kind of like mineral water and stuff rather than the tap. So what else?
Yeah, do you have to buy in a glass bottle or a
plastic?
biodegradable plastic container and all shit like that?
And then they become that, and that's when the price point comes in.
Yeah.
You know, there's all these little factors. They should make it a lot cheaper. They should make it cheaper than plastic bottles to buy. If they can do that, they cracked it. But I don't know. It's just I find it very interesting. It's like, oh, we've got to reduce this, reduce that, blah blah blah. Make it easier for people to do, and people will do it.
Exactly. If you change the ethos of
Until then, people are going to still do it, and people haven't got loads of money to spend, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like we went to it was my little one's first birthday, so we went to a local zoo near us, and they so all of the stuff if you brought a drink or anything, it's all cans, it's all recyclable cans, even the water. So they don't produce anything. They don't give you anything. Even their cutlery, if you eat at that restaurant, it's all biodegradable. They call it like vegware. It's like made out of like vegetable, whatever the fuck it's made out of. Which is really cool, but like it's only by people doing that sort of thing is how you're going to change the ethos everywhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, it's odd.
Well, the thing is, if I'm like gasping and I'm at a shop, I'll still buy like a bottle of drink, and I won't go, oh, I'm going to reduce my plastic waste and not buy that bottle. It's like I'm fucking thirsty, so I'm just going to buy that bottle of drink.
It just don't make it easy. That's the trouble. It's just, that's what it's down to. I mean, glass bottles.
Well, you take it further and you look at sort of petrol and all that sort of thing. It's that those companies could invest all of their money that they've ever made into wind farms and solar and
but-
tidal energy and all this sort of thing. But they're not going to, are they? Because they're making so much money from fossil fuels. It's the rose tinted glass, isn't it?
All this carbon emissions bullshit.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I'm controversial. I've got some controversial views on everything like that. But anyway, that's another thing. But to me, it's like a cash cow. It's kind of
it's detrimental to the planet or whatever. But they're still making a fucking fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
so
but
what are they going to do? They're not going to go, we're stopping everything. We're shutting it down.
Carbon, CO2 carbon is a natural kind of thing. It's plant food. So if you actually look into it, it's it's making too much of it is the detrimental thing, isn't it? That's what's caused like imbalances in the earth before and in different sort of ages. The temperature used to be a lot hotter,
but also used to be a lot cooler.
Well, I think we're
getting
into the realms now. Yeah, we're getting into the realms now of me being kind of like it's been hot recently, really damn hot. But then there's other things that have been really damn cold. Some parts of Eastern Europe have been really cold. There's I find a real bias on like that. Recently that they broke the temperature in France.
Yeah.
Like a month ago, wherever it was. Most kind of like
it was about a month.
Most kind of official weather stations are in a kind of a box inside, out of the sun, direct sunlight. That I actually done a bit of research on it, where this record was actually broken, and it was actually on top of a bloody roof. Can you believe? In direct sunlight.
Yeah.
It wasn't a kind of an official post, but it went and it got officiated and stuff. It's like, well, how does that? Because there's plenty of spots that you've got a thermometer in the sun with no wind on the side of a wall, direct sunlight. It's going to be a lot hotter. It's almost like in a car. It's going to be a lot hotter than what the actual general air temperature is. Like in the shade, I think it's more in the shade. They're doing it. It's not in general direct sunlight. So that was really kind of interesting. Still very bloody hot. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Well, I swear, I just don't know. I don't know the full ins and outs. How you measure? I suppose it depends on what you want to measure, doesn't it? I suppose if you want to measure literally the direct effect the sun has on the temperature, then you need to put it fully out in the open. But if you want to measure the direct effect it has on people, then you just do it in a crowded place.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got their criteria, but you can do that in a number of kind of ways, I guess. But yeah, it's a very interesting thing. But you don't hear about many cold like winter records going. It's very kind of, and that's been happening as well, and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem to get as much press as it does if it's really hot.
No, well, that's the thing. Is that
so that kind of makes me wonder sometimes, like, because I like to do my own research, not just take in what they tell me.
Oh no.
I like to do. That's just
you like to find where it comes from, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just find that more interesting.
Well, it's always good. It's always good to be skeptical of what's in the public media, isn't it?
There's obviously something going on. There's always been climate change, but climate change within climate changes naturally. At the moment, we're entering potentially another solar cycle. I think solar cycle 25. And there's been not very many sunspots in the last sort of 2 years, shit like that. So yeah, So that's interesting. Anyway, let's talk about something else. You finished that drink. You don't have another one, are you?
No. I've got.
Yeah.
I think I can hear.
Yeah, no, that's fair dues. So
Well,
I'm probably
yeah.
gonna shut this down now. No one else has joined, so I may appear on another stream somewhere, or maybe just go to bed.
Yeah, my wife just texted me and said, "I suggest you get some sleep."
Yeah, that's fair dues.
So I think I'll have to follow orders on that one.
Yeah. So on that note, on that message of get to bed now.
Yeah.
We're going to go. So thanks for watching. There's plenty of comments and
A good range of topics we've
Yeah.
covered on this. It's been good.
just almost like 3.5 hours of chatting. And so thanks to everyone who's commented. Chris Roth the 10th, Lee Russell, Matt from Massive Beer Reviews, Clueless Drinker. Check all these guys' channels out if you're watching on the rerun and see the chat on the right hand side. Go and subscribe to them, of course. Long Straw, Stuart. Let's have a look. It's probably going to be one or two more. Thanks again to is it Greg Bullerman? It's a couple of really good questions. I can't pronounce her name. I just call her Kitty. Thanks to Kitty. Luke 19989, and that's it. So anyway, if you watched it this far on the re kind of run, wow,
Well done.
And you've not subscribed this far, you may as well do it for some reason.
You've
Right?
done it. You've done it.
It's only gone. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. So obviously to Harry and to Rob earlier on in the show, and we'll see you again maybe next week, or we'll sort something out. I'll put it down in my down below. You'll find out. Anyway, all the channel links will be down below if I remember. If not, you know they are anyway. So. Anyway, cheers for watching. I'm rambling. We're clearing off. Cheers.
Cheers.